Podcasts.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reports the Seahawks are finalizing a one-year contract extension for quarterback Geno Smith worth up to $7 million. He's been a backup for Seattle for the last 2 years. The last two spots for the first round of the NBA playoffs will be settled tomorrow night. Both games on ESPN Radio. The Cavaliers host the Hawks, then the Clippers host the Pelicans. Even though he hasn't played this season, ESPN's Brian Windhorst believes the Pels should hold on to Zion Williamson.
Look, I know that Zion and the relationship with the team has gone ice cold and red hot at times. I would absolutely not move on from that guy. He's a guy who averaged 27 points and 61% shooting last year. That is Shaquille O'Neal level type stuff.
Brian Windhorst on KJ and Max. Ukraine will play its rescheduled World Cup playoff against Scotland on June 1st. The winner of that match plays Wales 4 days later for a spot in World Cup Group B with Team USA, England, and Iran.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
We don't know that conversation Baker Mayfield had with whoever he had it with in the front office, but he feels disrespected. And if that's the case, I'm rolling with Baker.
It's Friday with KJ and Max. It all starts at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. This is Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690. I'm Austin Lane. Brent pulling up right now. Casey pushing all the right buttons. How we doing, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're good. How are you doing?
Good, man.
Happy Thursday, everybody. You know what today is? Thursday.
Yeah?
You know what else it is?
No idea.
Casey?
Not a clue.
2 weeks from the NFL draft, baby. Jags are on the clock. We got 2 weeks to go until that number one overall pick. Was you drinking some tea over here, Casey, last night? Action Sports Shack.
Casey, Arizona tea?
Started to be like those fishermen on Saturday morning, just leave stuff behind.
Is that sweet or is that unsweet?
That would be ginseng and honey.
So sweet?
I guess that would be sweet if it's got honey in it.
Dang it.
There we go. Write that
I'm still kicking myself about getting him an iced tea instead of a sweet tea. If he asked me to go out to like the fast food spot or something.
Okay, man. Don't hurt yourself now.
It's all good.
It's all right. Brent Martineau, Austin Lane, Casey Kurtz. We are 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, folks, and that means every possible situation has been played out in everybody's mind. I did think about this one earlier today. What would surprise people the most? I think we did this surprise thing and shocking nature a couple weeks back of like who. Well, now that we're getting a little bit closer, we've seen all these scenarios play out. I mean, what seriously would shock everybody or surprise people the most if the Jags did? Because today, the rumbling today, right, is that Doug Peterson wants an offensive guy. I don't know if you saw that. There's some reports out that, again.
Now, did he say this or are people saying he said this?
Yeah, no, I say reports in quotes, right? And so around NFL circles, there was one coach that said it's no secret Doug Peterson wants an offensive lineman.
And who is this guy? Just so I can tweet at him a little bit.
His name was Matt Lombardo. I don't know if you saw it, Casey, but I think Matt Lombardo might have been the name.
All right.
And I can't keep up with who's who and if they're right, but it's fun fodder. Right?
Yeah, no, all I'm going to say is if you're an NFL expert or a quote-unquote insider and your profile picture is you holding a football like in front of the camera but kind of out of focus, trying a little too hard, Matt Lombardo. Trying to way too hard. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I don't look like I play football, but trust me, I can hold the football, and this football is in the picture, so I know what I'm talking about.
Well, that might be right on par, actually, with what we're talking about here, because he might be trying a little too hard on this.
Oh, yeah.
For
sure.
I mean, we're all trying hard to figure it out. I don't know if we all are. I'm not trying to figure it out. I think we kind of have a ballpark of what it's going to be. And so the level of surprise at what it could be would be. I'll tell you what, the biggest surprise to me would be if they trade it out. I just think there's no chance. I've said that for 2 months now.
I think you have $100 on it.
I think I probably do, right?
Yeah.
$100 here, $100 there. And so, I mean, that would probably be the biggest surprise. But again, I think you go back to, like, I don't believe this coach, okay? I don't believe that I think Doug Peterson isn't narrow-minded enough to say, I'm an offensive guy, I need an offensive player. He knows it's a football team, right? And he looks at his football team and he says, all right, where's our strength? Where's our weaknesses? We talked about this yesterday, right? That's why I don't think offensive line makes a lot of sense. I think you can say Jags have a mediocre, average offensive line. Well, average is like 15, 16, 17, somewhere in there in the NFL. I think you can make the case that their offensive line is that. I think you have a very hard time making the case that their pass rush is that. I think you have a very hard time making a case their wide receivers are that. And so those are the position. Look where you can upgrade the most, right? And that's why pass rush makes really a lot of sense to upgrade the most of what you've produced the last couple of years, and also the domino effect of what that might help on the rest of the defense, how that might make Josh Allen even better, how might that make your depth, even like DeJuan Smoots and Arden Keys better, and how much that might help you get the football back for your man, Trevor Lawrence, and this offense that you're trying to rally around too. So I just think there's a lot of logic. Don't lose sight of logic.
Yeah.
In this whole process, if I can help you navigate it a little bit, don't lose sight of the logic of the NFL draft, because we don't want to talk about the same things over and over and every day.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like that's what we're doing sometimes. I mean, listen.
Well, it is. It's the nature of it.
If Cam Robinson somehow gets traded, then okay, Jaguars taking an offensive tackle at number 1. If Cam Robinson is going to be throughout the draft, then he's your starting left tackle, and they're going to address the defensive side of the ball. Or maybe even trade down, but I think the defensive side of the ball will get addressed. It's as simple as that. Like, yeah, Doug Peterson is an offensive-minded guy, and Doug Peterson loves his offensive linemen, but Doug Peterson is also a football coach, and he understands that, yeah, you have to have a great offense, but guess what? You have to have a sustainable defense as well. And there was a lot of holes last year, especially in terms of getting after the quarterback. That's one of the positions of need right now. So that has to be addressed at number 1, or wherever we're going to pick in the first round.
Yeah, I can't get over the fact that we talked about this a lot. I think Jags got better in free agency. I think they'll get better in the draft. I think it's hard on paper not to get better in those two instances, right? You have chances to get better. You have money to spend. You have draft picks, and you're going to, at least on paper, theoretically, get better.
Well, listen, I mean, when you spent the most ever in free agency, you better get better.
Well, and that's my point. There's levels of better. So, yeah, okay, you fixed some weaknesses, you got better. I still think the burning question, and this is something we won't find out until the season, and I think on paper it doesn't look like they did that much, is did they gain on the league? And what we don't know is how much coaching will help with that. Did they gain on the league because now they got a coach that's won a Super Bowl? Did they gain on the league because Trevor's going to be better? Because, well, he couldn't be put in a worse situation than last year. Did they gain on the league because now they can utilize some more weapons? Now Travis Etienne's healthy. Now they might have 2 pass rushers or 4 if you look at their depth. I don't know. We don't know the answers. But I think it's a fair curiosity how much better they got based on the highlights and headlines that the rest of the league made, including most recently, once again, the Raiders. Yeah. The Raiders are a team that a few years back were not different than the Jags in terms of kind of where they were. Mm-hmm. They were trying to build it up. Well, now you look at the Raiders some 4 or 5 years later, whenever that started, and look at they're extending their quarterback. They're adding guys like Devontae Adams. They're adding guys like Chandler Jones. They're coming off a playoff berth. I mean, it's pretty impressive, where the Raiders are, say.
Yeah.
And so are you even near the Raiders? And no, the answer is no. Did you gain on the Raiders? Probably not. And that was a team that was probably level with you, an organization that was probably level with you, or at least in the same realm a few years back.
No, for sure. Did you get better with Fadukasi? Did you get better with Aluakon on defense? Yeah, I would say so. And then if you found your nickel guy, and we'll see exactly what that's going to look like. But, did you get better at Darius Williams? Yeah, I would say so. On the offensive side of the ball, did you get better at Evan Ingram? Absolutely. I think he's going to be a massive upgrade at the tight end position. Did you get better with Christian Kirk? Yeah, I think he still has a lot to prove, but I think you did get better on the offensive side of the ball with Christian Kirk. I think even a bigger question is how much can you improve with the guys that you had last year? Because some of the guys that you counted on last year that didn't play up to their full potential are going to be counted on once again this year. And I think that's going to be on Doug Peterson and company to try to get the best out of those players. Because one could say, okay, Laviska Shenault, yeah, he had a rough season. Was that Urban Meyer based? Was that just a lot of distraction in the locker room based? There's a couple of guys I feel like that could be getting a starting nod this year that underachieved last year. And maybe Urban Meyer had something to do with that. My point, though, is, okay, so you spent all this money in free agency. That immediately makes you better. How could it not? But how much better are you going to be with the guys that you had last year who are going to be counted on to be starters once again?
Yeah, absolutely. Fair question. What's the confidence level, I think, is an interesting one here. Trent Baalke is not a fan favorite. He's the guy you would think be pulling the trigger on this selection and other selections. But we also know it's a collaborative effort, and Doug Peterson has been vocal about wanting a role. I appreciate that about Doug. You know, you wonder that, and maybe that's something he learned. Is that something that he learned in the Philly days because of some of the angst that came from, I want this guy, you want this guy, you know, and then something doesn't work out and stuff boils over? Well, first of all, I think Doug has a comfort level of saying, I got a Lombardi trophy, and, well, this GM coming in isn't like, he doesn't have a ton of equity. I'm coming in and saying, I want to say, okay, if you're going to hire me as the head coach, I want to say, cool, fair enough. I'm also not afraid to say that I have a say, and I'm going to be coaching the guys. So I think it's been a little refreshing to hear that. And he said it multiple times. Said it back at the news conference. He said it down at the owners' meetings as well, that, hey, I would like some input here. And while you sit there and say, like, well, is that kind of common? Yeah, I think it is pretty common. But we did have a guy in Doug Marrone a few years ago that basically said, I don't know, ask the guys down the hall. I just coach what they give me.
Yeah, but I think that was more not necessarily dealing with the draft. That was more of just how the culture was being ran and everything.
Well, both, though. He said that about the culture, too. But he also, when you asked him about guys around this time of year, he would say, well, you got to ask Dave and
sure.
Tom. You know?
Okay, yeah.
So he deferred to them. Now, do I think he had a say in some?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Well,
but he wasn't really commenting on that part of it. I don't think you're going to see that with Doug. I think Doug's going to be like, listen, I am going to shop for the groceries a little bit here.
No, I mean, I think it's very common around the league that a coach is going to have some sort of say of how the draft shakes out. Now, we had Jack Del Rio back in the day saying that he didn't know they're taking Blaine Gabbert.
Yes.
You know, so that's
the buffet line.
Yeah, so that's definitely an exception. But usually the way it works with head coaches is, I mean, you got to keep in mind what the jobs are, right? The GM's job is to evaluate the talent, but the coach's job is to spend time with the players. And Doug Peterson has spent far more time coaching players, being around players, than Trent Baalke has. Very rarely do you ever spend a lot of time with the general manager. So Doug Peterson maybe gives a list of like, hey, Trent, you know, this may be our first year working together. Here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I want. Trent takes that information and goes, okay, let me find you some guys. But at the end of the day, this is Doug Peterson's team. Right? And this is Doug Peterson's guys that he has to work with on a daily basis, not Trent Baalke. So, yeah, I mean, I think if you look around the league, I think a head coach, I think any successful team, their head coach is going to have a lot of input in terms of how this draft is going to go.
Yeah. I love bringing up that story, by the way. It's still unbelievable. If it, I don't even know if Casey will know about it. Well, I think he does because of our 3-year anniversary show. But when Jack Del Rio came on the show and was talking about, I mean, it's still one of the most revealing things we've had here in a few years is that he came on the show and said he was in the buffet line getting lunch, and all of a sudden the Jags were on the clock. Yeah. Like, nobody said, hey, Jack, you might want to come back to the room. We're picking Blaine Gabbert.
Chaos, man. Absolute chaos.
By the way, it also shows that was a nice, relaxed Jack Del Rio, about 6 picks before he was willing to go get a bite to eat.
Yeah, true. True that.
So the message to Doug Peterson is, hey, eat early, but don't leave the room.
There it is, man. Yeah, just have catering go right in there, man. You're good.
That's right. Get it catered in.
Good.
I wonder if that changed after that. Oh, now everything gets catered in.
I hope so, man.
Nobody leaves.
Yeah.
I really. So I guess I asked the question: what's the confidence level? You got a Doug Peterson that's been around it. He knows what he's looking for. I'm not going to sit here and tell you who's the heavy in the room. I don't know that, but it does seem like it's a joint effort here. Does that give you confidence, even though I know there's not a ton of confidence in Baalke because of his track record? I know he hasn't built up a lot of equity. There's a little blind faith right now in just kind of, hit and hope when it comes to Balky.
Mm-hmm.
But does Peterson actually give this fan base confidence, give the organization confidence that they're going to make some of the proper selections coming up in this draft, or do we just have to hope they get lucky?
So you can look at this from two ways. You can see that Trent Baalke's on thin ice right now, and this draft has to work out well for him, or else he could be gone by the end of the year. Or you can say, all right, well, yeah, Trent Baalke's on thin ice, so maybe he's going to do things his way and maybe take his word over Doug Peterson's. I like to think that the word collaborative has been thrown around so much, not only in the Jaguars, but also just in society. I mean, I've said it like 10 times today already in terms of collaboration. It's just a word that's being used this year. And hey, whatever, man, I'm here for it.
Word of 2022.
So it's the word of 2022. So I do believe that, Peterson is going to have a lot of input of what this draft is going to look like. And I think the better relationship that you can have if you're Trent Baalke with Doug Peterson, the better it is for your job security. Because you're one or two head-scratching picks away and maybe going against a Doug Peterson pick from being out on the street. So I think this is going to echo Doug Peterson's mentality of what he wants in a football team. And I think, once again, they're going to collaborate and come up with the best picks possible.
It sounds weird, right? You go to pressure and everybody will say preparedness. I don't believe in luck. I believe in being prepared. There's some like great quotes like that or whatever. Sure, the Jags going to be prepared, right? They did their homework, we think. Did they do enough of their homework? I think one of the big things on a day of the draft or the days of the draft is, will you get emotional and stray away from your plan, or will you stick to your plan? Because there are stories of that now.
Yeah.
Not just in Jacksonville, but in other places where people get emotional to see somebody on the board, and then they stray away from their plan and screw things up.
Sure.
Because there's a domino effect. And I'm sure there are, by the way, stories that really worked out.
Sure.
Great hunch, worked out. Wow. So I come back to, how much of this thing is really luck for the Jacksonville Jaguars? How unlucky have they been? And how much does luck play a role in any draft for any team? And should we just be hoping the Jags get lucky to some degree?
Well, I mean, they have been lucky in the past. I think Miles Jack falling to them was lucky. I think Jalen Ramsey falling to them was definitely lucky. I think Josh Allen, at the time the Oakland Raiders taking Colin Farrell? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell's an actor.
Yeah, it is.
Colin Farrell was in True Detective season 2.
Now his name escapes me. Yeah. What's his name? It's the Raiders guy.
I mean, it's not good that we can't think of it.
Josh Allen dropped to him.
Yeah, so, I mean, they got lucky with that. There's not a lot of luck involved here at the number one pick. I mean, you're starting things off.
Yeah.
You're setting the tempo here. So luck's not really going to be involved with this one. You got to make the right selection. You got to pick the best player of this draft at number one. So I think there's a lot more pressure on you because you can't run the risk of getting lucky now. You have to go out and say who the best player of the draft is going to be.
Yeah, and by the way, luck probably figures in the longer you go in the draft, right?
33
and 65
33 is going to be lucky, but...
Well, maybe not. I mean, you get to sleep on that. You got plenty of homework done on the top 40, 50 guys at the very least, probably more. And so you get to sleep on that selection or move up or move back or do whatever. So, I mean... But I do think around 65 and 70 and who drops to you and those kind of things, maybe you get a little bit more in play. Can you get a pick at number 70 that turns into be Max Crosby?
Cleveland Farrell, by the way.
Cleveland, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk George Pickens names. I mean, come on, Cleveland.
No, Cleveland. I mean, I'm not mad at Cleveland. Cleveland?
It's hard to remember.
Oh, yeah, it is hard to remember. Yeah.
I want to call him Connor every time, and I know it's not true.
No, but also, I mean,
or Colin.
And I'm not sure what the stats look like, but I feel like I probably would remember your name a little better if you probably would have had a couple more quarterback sacks.
Yeah,
so.
I think he hasn't been awful, but I don't think he's been good.
Let's go to the stats here real quick. Oh, no, he's been awful.
Awful?
4.5 sacks his rookie year, 2 sacks his second year, and this past season, 1.5 sacks.
That was a bad...
In 16 games.
That was a bad Mayock pick.
In 16
games. That was
games.
A reach and a half. That actually felt a little bit like...
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not like he's starting. Now, he started 11 games back in 2020 and only had 2 sacks.
Okay, well, he's not starting and he's a top 5 pick, so that says the story, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, I mean... Yeah,
from a statistics standpoint, I get what you're saying. Yeah. But if you're not starting and you're a top 5 pick,
no, trust me, it's not a good pick. Not a good pick.
So this number one selection for the Jacksonville Jaguars, I got one more question for now on it. Is every like Trevor Lawrence didn't feel like has bust potential, okay? Last year, I think there are a lot of people high on Zach Wilson. A lot of people high on Justin Fields. I know I was. I really like the entire quarterback class, like those top 5 guys.
Yes.
Really do. I think they're all going to have success in the NFL. Didn't factor Davis Mills in, and he looks like he's off to a decent start.
Yeah, he might have been the most surprisingly impressive.
Yeah, and so, Thibodeau seems like we've had Thibodeau be like, okay, boom or bust, right? I feel like conservatively safe picks are those offensive linemen. There's a differing opinion on this guy can be elite or this guy's just going to be okay, like Jokel or Fisher. And Fisher I wouldn't put in as elite. He's had a good career, but I'm not sure he's elite.
No, I would call Fisher solid.
Solid, yeah.
And Jokel obviously below average.
Yeah. So are these offensive linemen more like those guys or are they elite? I think there's differing opinion on that. And so then you get Hutchinson. And Hutchinson, a lot of people are in there's like a majority of people that believe, hey, this guy's going to be a solid player, like a good player. Probably not a great player, though. But probably not much of a bust potential. And then you get a guy like Walker,
Sure.
Trayvon Walker,
Trayvon Walker,
who has so much upside. I don't feel like there's bust potential with him that much, but I do feel like there's curiosity of where the hell do we play him, for sure, right?
Yeah.
And so there's confusion around him more than anything. So I guess as you look at...
Do you think there is bust potential due to the lack of college stats?
Well, I just don't feel like a lot of people are talking like bust potential there.
Okay.
I think more people are enamored with the ceiling potential than they are the bust potential, whereas a lot of people are enamored with the bust potential of Thibodeau.
Sure, but no one's talking about how Walker's going to look his first year in the NFL.
Yeah, that's fair. So I guess what I'm getting at is these. So those 5 guys that seem to be somewhere on the board of what you could take. I mean, is there really no risk in taking any of them? Because you're going to be okay either way.
So are you saying there's no risk in terms of the edge rushers or everybody?
Everybody. Just if you put 5 people down that you think the Jags could take, or let's just say 4, you want to eliminate Thibodeau, you could put them in.
Yeah.
Do you think the Jags are going to end up with a good football? The odds are the Jags will end up with a good, productive football player regardless. Now, how high that ceiling goes, does he go to Canton, Ohio? Is he a perennial Pro Bowl? I don't know. But there's very limited chance of bust. Like, even his floor is pretty good. Do you think the Jags could go in all these different directions and be okay?
So Hutchinson, I don't think it's going to be a bust. I think Walker could come in and start out slow. To me, everyone talks about how Walker is like this athletic freak, and which he is by all means. But it reminds me a little bit of what Rashawn Gary was out of college, where Rashawn Gary ran a 4.58. He had a 38-inch vertical, a 120 broad jump, had an insane shuttle run, and everybody was so enamored with all the numbers saying he's a freak. I mean, essentially what everyone says about Walker, they said about Rashawn Gary. Now, if you remember how Rashawn Gary did his first couple of years, and keep in mind who Rashawn Gary was out of college, he never had, I think, a season over 5 career sacks in terms of his production. So when Rashawn Gary goes to Green Bay, and his first 2 years is very limited, and people were ready to call that dude a bust. Now, if you look at this past season, I mean, he kind of caught on, and now all of a sudden he's, in terms of statistics and everything, he's one of the better pass rushers in the entire league. But it took him a little bit to get acquainted. 6'4", 277, 34 and 1/8 arms, 4.58, 40. Pretty impressive. When I see Walker, well, that could essentially be the same path that he takes. And I think if you talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars taking him number 1, are you okay with saying, okay, well, maybe he's going to have maybe a first, a 1 year where he's got to get ingrained in it. Maybe it's going to take him 2 years to kind of get his feet acclimated a little bit. Or do you want a guy that's going to come in right away and set the league on fire? I'm not sure if Walker's going to be that guy. So you might have to have a little more patience with that dude. So if that's the case, then yeah, I would say there is a risk there in terms of how patient you are. Now, you won, 3 games last year? How patient can you afford to be coming off what you showed last season?
Yeah. Hey, I tweeted out, by the way, I know Bulky hasn't built up equity, but all drafts are about luck to some degree. And I don't really think this is up for much interpretation here. So I just wanted to share what I tweeted. Overall, I feel like I'm overall a pretty nice guy, right? Not probably as nice as some people would say, but overall pretty nice guy.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, man. I'm still in Rashawn Gary mode. I thought that was a fantastic comparison.
It was a good test. But then I got thrown off by the fact that Sam said, fact that y'all believe the draft is luck proves y'all are clueless.
I don't think did I say it was luck?
No, I did.
Yeah.
I said there's some luck to some degree
but
in the
he
draft.
said you guys. Don't put me in the guys.
I don't know. But
okay.
Sam, I'm just going to say you're an idiot.
Oh, ouch.
So that's what I'm getting at here. You can call us clueless, then you're an idiot.
That's an idiot.
Because there is luck in the draft.
Well, yeah, for sure.
There is luck in the draft,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So if you don't think there's luck in the draft, then you're not only clueless, but you're an idiot. Because all I have to do is tell you Tom Brady to tell you that there's luck in the draft. I can give you Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue. I can give you 5 million names to show you there's luck in the draft, or you wouldn't be drafted in the 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, 6th round of things.
Okay. Sam, you happy with that?
My goodness,
do you think
Sam.
Do you think Sam was maybe trolling a little bit and didn't,
Sam actually, Sam says
verified?
correct. They drafted a QB and developed him. You're welcome. Yeah, they drafted Tom Brady to develop him in the 6th round. That's what they did to turn in the GOAT.
Who's Sam?
I don't know.
Who are we talking about? Okay.
Go. Hey, it's on Twitter, man. We're on Twitter, just to let you know. Twitter,
we
Facebook,
we
YouTube,
are on
and
Twitter,
Twitch.
but now we're letting one comment dictate what we got to go?
I like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We're just going to grill people now?
Screw Sam.
You got to hold people accountable.
All right, haters.
What are we doing here? I mean, to say there's no luck in the draft, you're an idiot.
All right, everybody else got something to say to Brent? Let's go. We're breaking you down today. Shock your Twitters. Let's go.
Shock your Twitter, Sam.
I like it.
Action Sports Jacks.
I thought I had a great comparison with Sean Gary. We just bypassed it. Forget it, man.
We'll play it on like the proof of performance later, okay? We'll
No,
dude,
it's all good. I'll just go to the Green Bay radio and they'll have me on, and then they'll break it down. It's fine, man.
Hey, everybody's raving about that take. I mean, what do you want me to do? Pat you on the back or call Sam an idiot?
I mean, I guess call this dude I don't even know an idiot. I don't know. Like, at least if we're calling idiots, like the dude that said that Doug Peterson, is taking offensive lineman. Like, let's call that dude an idiot.
Well, you did early in the show.
That's what I'm saying, because he's verified. He's got 30,000 followers. How many followers does Sam have?
We shock people's mocks all the time that aren't. We call people idiots every day.
Because that's part of the show. How many followers does Sam have?
I don't care. That's part of the show. Sam's an idiot.
Okay.
We'll be back. Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Partly sunny skies today, warm and humid, low 80s at the coast, mid to upper 80s inland. An isolated afternoon shower and thunderstorm. Partly cloudy tonight. Overnight, we drop down to the low 60s. From the Action News Jack's First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Biedenball.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. Don't miss the buy one, get one free on wedding band event going on now through April 24th.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code BEND. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code BEND for a $5 bonus.
Voted best gift of the year for golfers by the ESPN 690 Golf Enthusiast Review Board. Want to make the golfer in your life love you even more? Order the 2022 ESPN Dream 18 card for just $69. Big discounts on golf all year. Golf courses are raising their rates with the recent boom. The Dream 18 card has even more value now. For less than dinner for two at your favorite upscale restaurant, you will receive tremendously discounted rounds at some of the area's best golf courses. Golf Club at Southampton, St. John's Golf and Country Club, Hidden Hills, Osprey Cove, the Yards added this year, Amelia River Golf Club, Eagle Landing, Fleming Island Golf Club, and Queens Harbor Yacht and Country Club. Plus, you'll receive a free smoothie from Smoothie King, a free hat from Dome Hats, a free shirt at Baker's Sports, and a discount on a purchase at Palm Beach Autographs. Play 2 rounds of golf, and the card pays for itself. $69, that's it. Some of the proceeds go to the Dream 18 charity as well. Buy the card at Action Sports Jack's Dream18.com. Supplies are limited. Go to Action Sports Jack's Dream18.com. If you're like me, you're getting a little older and, well, you can feel it. Sometimes you need that back adjusted, maybe a little bit of massage therapy as well. 904 Chiropractic and Injury Center is the place I go. If you need a wellness consultation to even protect from injury, you can do all of that and more at 904 Chiropractic and Injury Center. 3 locations on the south side in St. Augustine and the newest location on the west side. If you've had a personal injury due to an accident, look up 904chiro.com. If you need massage therapy or an adjustment, just look up 904chiro.com.
Mr. and Mrs. Flavor, thank you for joining us.
Great to be here. I'm Barry, the flavor of berry.
I'm Janet. I'm bitter.
And I understand your son is the flavor menthol?
Yes, he's the menthol in a menthol cigarette.
He's such a disappointment. Out there getting people addicted, being used by big tobacco to target black people. He could have been a lozenge.
Menthol cigarettes are harder to quit than regular cigarettes. Find out how to quit today at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Our friends over at Arlington Toyota want to know, what drives you? How about great service? Or what about getting more with your purchase? Then prepare yourself for the drive of a lifetime when you buy from Arlington Toyota. Arlington has over 500 new Toyotas available with inventory arriving daily. You also get a lifetime warranty with your purchase, plus 30 days to love your new purchase or exchange it. What drives you is what they do at Arlington Toyota. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing right before your eyes. And in order to maneuver it, you need an expert by your side. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PC and tech solutions you need to help you get out in front and stay ahead of the game. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with the Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
We're giving away $1,000 5 times every weekday in the ESPN 690 Payroll Payout. Listen live weekdays at 8 a.m., 10, noon, 2, and 5 p.m. for your chance to win. This is a nationwide contest. Message and data rates apply. Get the complete rules now at ESPN690.com.
There's no way that you can trade for Devontae and have Derek kind of swinging in the wind. You can't do that. Otherwise, why trade for him? You know what the personal connection is, as far as those two are concerned. And you know just how that can manifest itself in a positive way on the football field into a very highly productive duo between Derek and Devontae. So I can see why they, from that fact alone, I can see why they locked Derek up to an extension.
Oh, my gosh, this guy's voice is right on the tip of my tongue, and I can't.
I didn't really hear it. Is that Max Kellerman?
No.
No, okay.
No, it was,
Dang
gosh, Brent. I must be getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like an easy one.
It really is.
And I just can't think of the name. I'm just totally
can
blanking.
you play it one more time, please, so I can come and get this point?
Yeah, let's see if you get it.
There's no way that you can trade for Devontae and have Derek kind of swinging in the wind. You can't do that. Otherwise, why trade for him? You know what the personal connection is.
Mark Schlereth?
As far as those two are concerned.
Jeff Saturday.
And you know just how that can manifest itself in a positive way on the football field into a very highly productive duo between Derek and Devontae. So I can see why they,
Max Kellerman.
From that fact alone, I can see why they locked Derek up to an extension.
Max Kellerman.
No, I'm just not going to lie to you, Sam. If you're still listening, now would be your chance to get back at Brent. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I can see, I know who this is, and I can't get the name.
Yeah.
Well, I'm having one of those moments.
Dan Orlovsky.
No. I don't. I'm not even going to say it right now. I'm going to get it eventually.
Paul Feinbaum?
You are so bad at this game.
Yeah, because I don't watch, sports, news and stuff.
You definitely know who this person is.
Do I so you think first and last name?
I don't watch sports.
Well, no, I don't watch the ESPN stuff.
Hey,
I simply don't.
His words, a button.
Yeah, make it a button, man.
That is a good button.
Yeah, I don't got time to watch all the ESPN stuff. Especially since my man Jason Fitz has been, kind of MIA. So if they going to use him, why would I watch?
That's true.
Yeah, where's he been? I don't know. Better get him back, though. That's my dude.
Spain and Fitz nightly.
Oh, he's still on that thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Jason.
Yeah, the problem you don't hear him is because Casey's
show. Yeah, that's a good point.
Sports Shacks OT, baby.
Yeah, so that's why I don't hear him.
I got 4 people in the chat that got it right.
I know, and I'm not even looking. And believe me, I know who the dang guy is.
I mean,
I'm just not getting it.
Didn't he work for Jacksonville? Doesn't he work for the Jaguars? Or not? Or is that somebody else?
No.
It's not Bucky Brooks.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Nope, not him. Never mind. Sorry.
This is an ESPN guy or NFL Network guy?
ESPN.
Did he work for Jax?
No.
Oh.
No, somebody just sent me the...
Did you just dab?
Yeah, I just dabbed. First time in 5 years.
Anybody's dabbed?
In 5 years. Because Delphonic, because I guess we're in the habit now, anytime someone sends us something...
I've got this for you.
Yeah.
Delphonic's the man.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
I haven't had a Trent Baalke meme
Go
in a
ahead
while.
and go ahead and read some of the numbers quick and say I wasn't right.
All right, just tell me who the damn guy was.
Lewis Riddick.
Oh, Lewis Riddick. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry, Lewis. Should be a GM somewhere. Maybe should be the GM here. Who knows?
Dab it again.
You can make the case. Dab it. I can't believe that. I had to look up what the dab was. I haven't seen it in so long.
No, my son's been on a dabbing rampage, so it's kind of starting to wash off him. Yeah,
it's so funny. The kids, like my kids, were into the dabbing. It was nonstop. Like you got cereal in the morning. Dab.
You see him do the gritty though. My son can do the gritty like nobody's. Adam Thielen, way better than you, dude.
There's a story out there.
Yeah,
and there's just some things lately that are stunning the family inside the home. And that Ty did the gritty, apparently.
Okay.
Like around the baseball team.
Yep.
And that would stun us. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or fake.
Yeah.
But that's how if Ty's doing the gritty, then the gritty's.
Oh, it's washed?
The gritty's. No, the gritty's like big.
Oh, it's big. I got you.
As big as you can get.
Okay. Got you. Sorry. Sorry.
Because I would figure that'd be the last resort guy to do it.
Yeah.
So. But I did see a home run. You see the Little League home run that was going around social media, and the kid did the gritty around third base. It was really good.
I missed that one. Okay.
It was a pretty wild scene. The gritty is in. Is there anything like the gritty right now?
I mean, you're asking the wrong dude, kinda. I mean, I think that the gritty is just the gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Well, I know, but like we've done.
Do you mean like is there a big dance right now that's going on?
Yeah, like, is there a big thing, like a big fad, like the dab, right? I mean, dab wasn't a dance, but it was a thing. Yeah. And so right now it's like that's unbelievable. Justin Jefferson has made it into that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Which also, again, it's transcending not just in the NFL and football, but all other sports and walks of life that people are doing the gritty. And I feel like what else? What else was there? Was there the Dougie?
I mean, the Dougie was like back with like the Macarena. Yeah. Now we're going way back.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's a thing every few years.
You got the Soldier Boy.
You got the Crank That Soldier Boy. Yeah. You got the Jerk. You got the Stanky Leg.
You got that.
How do you spell gritty? Griddy?
Yeah.
I would say so.
What's the dude? What was his name? I don't remember the name or the song. I had a hat, though.
Well, that will help.
His picture on it.
I'm trying to think. In case I need some more, man.
The Korean dude. Dang it.
Oh!
Yeah, see?
Gangnam Style.
That's it.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
There you go. That's
I think that was
That's
my
a good one.
second year. My second year, me and Mercedes Lewis blasted that before every single home game.
Remember Shad Khan was involved with that? Like
was
they did like they did something. They played off it.
Okay.
And he was in it.
Yeah, that was everywhere. Yeah.
Oh.
Also 10 years ago.
Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake was big. Yep. Good one.
So is there I guess my question is the gritty the thing right now, or is there anybody are people in the music world doing the gritty?
No.
They're not?
No.
What are they doing?
Like if you had Drake doing the gritty or something?
Drake doesn't do anything. No,
I'm just saying. I'm just naming a guy.
Drake did the Hotline Bling, and that was it.
That's
another one.
It can only mean one thing.
Yeah.
Like LeBron can't do the gritty, right?
Sure.
Because he's got to do his own thing.
I said the Hotline Bling.
That was a thing.
Hey, for people watching on the stream, that was a little treat for you. That's going to cost you $0.
I'll give you another one, by the way. Like the Fortnite dances were a thing, but they've kind of gone away.
That's true.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the baseball players were doing them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
everybody was doing them. The kids were doing them.
Yeah. Well, the gritty's in Fortnite now.
Oh, it is?
So because the Fortnite dance is like it started as something else. So like every popular dance becomes the Fortnite thing.
But who like the
L thing that came from YouTube video.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the Fortnite didn't invent anything.
See,
they just steal everything.
Like this is Casey.
Yes.
That's why you can say that button is I don't watch sports, because this is really why we bring in Austin Lane.
Sure.
For this kind of information. Where the dances come from.
I can tell you the chat is going nuts. Like, I can't even read it fast enough that people are having, like, right now we got Hokey Pokey on there.
Oh, Hokey Pokey.
Sea Walking, MC Hammer Time, Tootsie Roll.
It's going so fast.
You guys got to relax with this, honestly. This is ridiculous. The worm,
good.
the Tootsie Roll? Okay.
Okay, so we go back for decades and decades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, some you can laugh at, and some we'll laugh at someday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough?
Sure.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But there's usually like an overlap
and
an overlay. Right now, I feel like it's nothing. We'll blame the pandemic or the supply chain?
No, kids are still doing it's the Will Smith slap. No, kids are still doing the gritty.
I'm surprised. Has the Will Smith slap got anybody suspended from school yet?
I mean, I'm sure there's some families offended.
Oh no, I mean like it's become a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's what. So it's the gritty for now.
I would still say they're the gritty. I mean, my son's got a pretty good idea of what's going on. I think the gritty's still in.
What was the one Mike Sims Walker did?
That was a Chopper City Juke.
Juke.
Yeah, Chopper City Shuffle. Chopper City Juke, I think it was.
Yeah. And like, did Chris Johnson do that too?
Mojo did it a couple times. Chris Johnson did do it. I can't remember if Brandon Marshall did it. I don't know.
I think you're right.
Don't
the
quote
UCF
me on
guy.
that. Yeah. I think Brandon Marshall might have did it.
That was a very good call there.
Yeah.
I just surprised like the gritty became so big, and like Justin Jefferson, it's not like he's the most popular player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He's a popular player, but I don't think his jersey sales are unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And the willingness of other people in the league to copy the gritty.
Yeah.
Because you got Thielen to do it.
Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Right? Chase copied it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, who started it? It's an LSU receiver. Was it Shark?
I thought it was Jefferson.
No, I thought it was Jefferson.
Oh, Jefferson? Okay. No, because
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, but they were doing it. I thought he sat out a year.
No, Chase sat out a year.
Yeah, Chase sat out a year.
Oh, Jefferson did play the whole. Okay, yeah, then it might have been Jefferson. Okay.
I think
I stand
Jefferson's
corrected.
the originator of it.
Okay.
Now, I'm sure he's not the originator of it.
Yeah.
He made it big.
He made it big.
The Rays are about to get grittied on after getting swept by Oakland.
There we go.
Where's South Beach Gary at? Thanks for those 2 wins, by the way, for the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, you want to talk smack one day, and all of a sudden, Milwaukee's Brewers are back doing Brewer things.
Oh, yeah. If you're Orioles, if you're going to root for the Orioles, you better talk smack just the one day.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I guess it's hard to stay humble after one victory over the Milwaukee Brewers, and now where we are.
All right. A sign that Austin does know sports, at least according to Delphonic. We'll have that when we come back. Action Sports Shacks on ESPN.
Just forget it.
Some
just
confirmation.
Forget it. It's not that important.
We're doing the gritty all the way home.
We're talking about the worm instead of this. It's fine.
We'll get to it, man.
That's fine. Not a big deal.
3-hour show.
Who else talking smack on Twitter? Let's go after them next.
The gritty and the worm and the.
We're all good.
Chopper City Juke and.
We're all good. Casey, you just get my shock your mock ready. That's all I'm going to say. Could be the last one of the year.
And by the way, we also already had to go into the boss's office.
Don't say we. I had to go. I had to make that journey by myself.
Yeah, you did because you're insecure.
Oh, yeah, because I'm pushing the limits.
You're pushing the limits on Shock Your Mock so much.
Yeah.
The last time he pushed the limits, he thought we were going to get FCC violations for having dip.
Yeah, well,
but this time he's actually going to speak.
Dugout?
Well, no. Okay. I'm sorry, because last time I'm not going to get into it. But there's some things you can talk about, like in terms of things that might be legal now in a lot of states, but we still can't talk about it or endorse it. Yeah. So I don't know what we can talk about, what we can't talk about.
It's confusing.
So I'm just making sure I'm doing the right thing. Sorry for being professional.
We'll be back on ESPN 690 Professional.
What's up? It's Casey. Check out the podcast Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690 wherever you get your podcast to make sure you don't miss moments like this.
Word is you have a new nickname around this place.
Sure do, Brent. Because you know
how do you like it? Nicknames are good sometimes.
Yeah. Well, so you know, like how when it's your birthday coming up, which it's my birthday month or whatever, like they kind of give you a little heads up. And I appreciate all the work that they do and everything. But when they say November birthdays and it's Austin Lane and this must be Thanksgiving themed, AKA free range hot buns. guys like that? Is that good for you?
Life can be shattered in a moment. When that happens, you need a big law firm to fight for you. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I was advised by the guys on the show that I needed more swag. They didn't like my gas station sunglasses, and I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on sunglasses. Then I found Shady Rays. Fit, style, and performance without the big brand price tag and plenty of swag. How about this? If you lose or break your pair of Shady Rays, they send you a brand new pair. No worries on the golf course, fishing, or even on the beach. Every set of sunglasses bought means 10 meals to fight hunger in America as well. Make an impact with your purchase. Go to ShadyRays.com right now. Use the code Brent for 50% off 2 or more pair of Shady Rays sunglasses.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to find savings. But you may have more cash than you realize in your home's equity. Unlock it today with a cash-out refinance from Rocket Mortgage. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. That means you could unlock thousands of dollars from your home. And with Rocket Mortgage, you could get all that cash in as little as 3 weeks. Put your hard-earned money to work. Pay down high-interest debt and combine your balances into one simple, low monthly payment. Now is your perfect opportunity to take control of your financial future. So what are you waiting for? When you want to consolidate debt and simplify your finances, Rocket can. Call 8338-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. That's 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com. Rocket.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org number 3030. Call 800-490-1233 for disclosures and cost information.
This year, CGC Water Treatment is celebrating 75 years in business. Put their experience to work for you, like my family did. Discover how good your water can be with a new Connecticut softener and drinking water system. Connecticut's twin tank, non-electric softeners are the most efficient softeners available, and their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. That's clean water. If you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Call today and save hundreds on a new Connecticut system. Financing available with approved credit. And because the professionals at CGC Water are committed to being your go-to water experts, you can trust their master plumber with all your plumbing needs as well. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. I'm a proud customer of many years of CGC Water Treatment, and they are proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. CGC Water Treatment, your local independent Connecticut dealer.
If you're involved in a legal dispute, call me, Glenn Levine, a board-certified civil trial lawyer at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000, and take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville.
Voted best gift of the year for golfers by the ESPN 690 Golf Enthusiast Review Board. Want to make the golfer in your life love you even more? Order the 2022 ESPN Dream 18 card for just $69. Big discounts on golf all year. Golf courses are raising their rates with the recent boom. The Dream 18 card has even more value now. For less than dinner for two at your favorite upscale restaurant, you will receive tremendously discounted rounds at some of the area's best golf courses. Golf Club at Southampton, St. John's Golf and Country Club, Hidden Hills, Osprey Cove, the Yards added this year, Amelia River Golf Club, Eagle Landing, Fleming Island Golf Club, and Queens Harbor Yacht and Country Club. Plus, you'll receive a free smoothie from Smoothie King, a free hat from Dome Hats, a free shirt at Baker's Sports, and a discount on a purchase at Palm Beach Autographs. Play 2 rounds of golf, and the card pays for itself. $69, that's it. Some of the proceeds go to the Dream 18 charity as well. Buy the card at ActionSportsShacksDream18.com. Supplies are limited. Go to ActionSportsShacksDream18.com.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey everybody, it's Brent Martineau from Action Sports Jacks. There's a good chance you have a smart speaker, so use it with ESPN 690. Stay up to date on the Jags and all things sports by telling Alexa or Google to play ESPN 690. It's as easy as that. Make sure you listen weekdays 3 until 6 p.m. on ESPN 690.
here's what I'm going to say, and I always do this, Max and Jay, and y'all know this. I look at the beginning of one's career, not the end or the middle of their successful careers. I look at Russell Wilson's beginning of his career in Seattle. This is a perfect situation. They're retooling the defense. They got a nice nucleus of weapons in Tyler Lockett along with DK Metcalf, so you got some vertical stretch game there for him. They got a tight end and Noah Fant that came over in the trade from Denver with in the Russell Wilson trade. So you got some pieces there for him. He's better than Drew Lock, let's face it.
That is Keyshawn Johnson. I got it.
1 for 1.
Losing my fastball here, folks. I tell you what, we're off to a hot start on the show here on a Thursday, though. Brent Martineau, Austin Lane, Casey Kurtz. I've called somebody an idiot. That doesn't happen very often. I've been called clueless. And we have the social media feeds just rocking with from the gritty to the Cupid shuffle to the electric slide to Choppa City juke to you name it.
Boot, scoot, and boogie. What does that look like?
Scoot and boogie. Something I did in college, probably.
That's. I know it's a song, but what does that look like? Is that
you're probably looking at a little
boogie?
Yeah, very good, man. Yeah, very good. Very good. And wait a minute now. Trayvon Walker, we'll find out sooner or later. And Rashawn Gary?
Yep, there you go.
No.
Call it me doing my homework,
Okay, so go back to your, because we just give us like a Cliff Notes version of what you said, and then I'll bring up this tweet.
Cliff Notes version, real quick, Spark Notes. I think there's a lot of comparisons between Trayvon Walker and Rashawn Gary.
In the measurables or in the tape?
In everything. If you break down what Rashawn Gary did at the Combine, I'll bring it up real quick. Sorry. Didn't know we were going back here. 4.58, 38 vertical jump, 120 on the broad jump, 4.29 shuttle. Height was 6'4", 277 pounds, 34 1/8 inch arms, and 9 5/8 hands.
Yeah, and so Rashawn Gary, by the way, productive-wise, has not been it.
Oh, this year he has.
This year with Green Bay. Yeah. I mean, before that wasn't. Was a slow build to.
I mean, in the long run, Casey, and trust me, I was the biggest Rashawn Gary doubter out of anybody. You can ask any of my friends. He did do pretty well this year. He did so well they just released Smith.
Zadarius
Smith.
Yeah.
And now he's taken his spot.
So he's found a home in a spot. Is he? So
it's about time. The guy's a first-round pick.
Well, I know, but to your point, did it take a while to find a spot, given his? Well, could that be the case with Trayvon Walker?
Well, no, my point is that it took a while for him to find his footing in the National Football League, because if you go back to his stats in college, I think they're very comparable. So let's see what he did. See, that's kind of hard to find his Michigan stats. Casey, you mind looking that up for me, man?
I got you.
Thank you,
way,
I appreciate
it.
So
Delphonic gives us this all-time relative athletic score.
Never mind,
thing.
I'm sorry, I found it. So 5 sacks his 0.5 sacks his freshman year, 5.5 sacks his sophomore year, and only 3.5 sacks his junior year.
So your comparison a little bit is lack of production in college, right? To Trayvon Walker.
So my comparison is literally what he did in college, coupled with what he did at the Combine, coupled with what the size and the accolades are.
Yeah, so the resume, in terms of those numbers, this is where Delphonic tweeted us, by the way, and made to substantiate your point, is this all-time relative athletic score thing. If you believe in some of these metrics that compare, some of the guys coming out to some of the older players, and you can compare anybody. Get us an Austin Lane comparison, by the way. But anyway, the overall score, I think, is if I'm reading this correct, 9.99 versus 9.93. There's a lot of relative stats to Rashawn Gary.
Yeah.
With Trayvon Walker. What I wonder about a little bit is, did they know where, because I didn't follow Gary close enough, did they know where he was playing right away? Or did they tinker with some of his skill set to put him in different spots?
No.
Because that's the question about Walker, right? Are you going to throw him on the edge? Do you know where to put him? Does he fit better in a 4-3? Does he fit better in a 3-4? I heard Bill Polian talking today about he fits it on his 3 technique in a Tampa 2.
Yeah, no, the problem with Rashawn Gary was when he got to Green Bay is he was going to be a defensive end. He was always going to be an edge rusher, but they had a guy in Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith who outplayed him. And when Rashawn Gary was in the game, he had a bad habit of over-rushing the quarterback, not being on the same level, and was also susceptible in the run game. If you go back to the playoff game a couple years ago where they played Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where he was in a lot more, that whole Leonard Fournette touchdown was his fault. If he plays his gap, Fournette doesn't score, and maybe the Packers go to the Super Bowl because all the momentum changed after that. I think it was like a 30 or 40-yard Leonard Fournette run. If Gary stays in his gap, I remember watching that and breaking it down because, once again, it was my job to prove that, hey, I don't think Rashawn Gary is going to be the guy for the Green Bay Packers to my friends. Well, he had a heck of a season last year, and now he's trending in the right direction to be a decent player. My only point is, if you take a guy number 1 overall, and maybe there are Rashawn Gary comparisons, do you have the patience to say, all right, it might take you maybe 1 or 2 seasons to get acclimated to the NFL, and do you have time to wait on that?
We will see. And
I mean, do you think so? Like,
I don't want to wait on him.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Listen, I don't need all pro level production in his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
I understand there's an acclimation period, there's time. But I do want impact.
Sure.
And I want the domino impact of that to be Josh Allen really good.
Mm-hmm.
The defense making other people better. And so if you can tell me that's happening and I can see that's happening, whether I don't want you to tell me that's happening. I want to be able to see that's happening without you telling me that's happening. Then that's where I think production comes in. I think there are some unfair expectations on players sometimes when they're picked high, but it doesn't mean they're bad players. They can be very productive players, grow into it, and boom, then take off. And so I can wait for the greatness if it eventually comes and it sustains. But I don't want to wait too long.
No, sure.
And I want some impact at that number 1 overall position. Shock your mock coming up. I hear it's potentially controversial.
Yeah, we'll be back. It always is.
Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690.
When a person is injured in a place of business or is the victim of a crime in those same places, what happens immediately afterwards is so very important. Let me explain. When you're injured or attacked in these places, you can make a claim, but it's on you to prove that the situation that caused your injury was known or should have been known by those in charge. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. So here's what's important and here's what we do. The sooner we can get our SWAT team out to investigate, the better. And listen, those responsible will work fast to repair and even hide what happened. And if you can't prove your case, you can't win your case. Time is of the essence. I even recommend having someone go back with their cell phone to take pictures before you hire us. Don't let delay cost your family. Our injury SWAT team is ready to roll 24 hours a day. Injured? Dial Pound Law on your cell. Pound Law, that's all. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
North Florida is one of the golf capitals in America, and our customers get to spend a lot of time on the golf course because they'll never have to paint their house again. Rhino Shield is a superior alternative to paint and vinyl siding and is unlike any other paint or coating. It comes with a 25-year warranty, it's maintenance-free, and is guaranteed not to chip, peel, bubble, or crack. Bottom line with Rhino Shield, you'll never have to paint again. Book now to take advantage of our spring special. Save up to 25% off, but hurry, book now because our installation schedule is filling up fast. Call Rhino Shield today, 904-519-5055, 904-519-5055, or find us online at rhinoshieldjacks.com. That's rhinoshieldjacks.com.
You know what's great about getting older? The toys are way cooler. Spring is here, and it's playtime. Yeah! And One-to-One Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union, has slash loan rates across the board on all the toys. Motorcycles, jet skis, boats, RVs, ATVs, even golf carts. And it's fun and potentially dangerous. One-to-One Financial has the perfect loan to help you finance it. Check out our rock bottom rates and apply now at one-to-one-fcu.org. Come out and play. Federally insured by NCUA.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow! Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code BEND. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code BEND for a $5 bonus.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone, America's #1 brakes destination. We have the pads, rotors, drums, shoes, and brake fluids to improve your stopping power. Right now, save 15% when you get any 2 Duralast rotors with the set of Duralast brake pads. Missing a tool? Ask about our free Loan-A-Tool program and borrow the tools you need to get the job done.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the MPD Group 2021. Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless. Now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
I'm Doug Brown. The Arizona Cardinals will bring back wideout A.J. Green on a one-year deal. He caught 54 passes for 848 yards and 3 touchdowns last season. The last 2 games of the NBA play-in tournament are tomorrow night, both on ESPN Radio. Road teams are 0-4 so far, but ESPN's Vince Carter says the Hawks could be dangerous in Cleveland.
If Trey can get his guys going early, if they can knock down shots early and they're able to get into the paint where Trey can dominate in the second half, look out for the Hawks because they understand what it takes to win in big games.
Hawks Cavaliers, then Pelicans Clippers, both tomorrow night here on ESPN Radio. Tiger Woods plans to play in a 2-day Pro-Am in Ireland in early July. That's just 10 days before the start of the 150th Open Championship, which will be played on the old course at St. Andrews. Woods isn't sure yet if he'll play in the PGA Championship in May or at the U.S. Open in June.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. We're close, convenient, and known for our guaranteed everyday low prices and excellent customer service from professional parts people you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios.
This is Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
I would feel disrespected, too, if I had front office coaches and things of that nature telling me something and then doing something different. One of the things that I said yesterday on NFL Live is there's a couple things in Baker Mayfield, as far as I'm concerned. He is being disrespected because they told him one thing and clearly they did something different. But at the same time, I think Baker needs to understand if it's about Deshaun Watson, he's a better quarterback. So naturally, they want to upgrade the position.
That is Keyshawn Johnson again. Keyshawn, Max, Jay Williams in the morning, 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. right here on ESPN 690. We join you from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. each and every day on ESPN 690. Right after that, it's Action Sports Jacks OT with Casey Kurtz. Brian Middleton leads right into the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. We need some wins for the Shrimp, Casey. I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, the boys need to pick up a couple. Hasn't been a great start.
No, not a good start at all. Remember, though, the Icemen didn't get off to a good start to the year, and they turned it around and were the top team in the league for a while, clinched third place last night. Grow your playoff beard. Okay, Austin says it's done.
Yeah,
Casey's
done.
like, it's done.
Hey, Ben
Stuart
waiting.
Weber says it's done.
Ben waiting for you guys. Let's go.
Brent Martineau, not sure I'm doing that.
Can you grow one?
Can you?
Can you grow one? Hey,
I don't.
Can he grow one?
I never have let it get past a little scruffy.
So you can't.
So I don't know. No, I really just don't know.
What would it take for us to find out?
Yeah, why not?
Like, I understand your other job is important and whatever, but like Stewart has
Stewart's
one
got
too.
the beard,
Exactly.
and I think he looks great with it. And this is me saying sorry, Stewart, for a couple days ago when I said you were very cheap when you went to the
Don't
store.
say sorry. It's true.
Okay, well,
if you
I'm
think
cheap
the beard
too.
if you think the beard looks good and that's true, well,
No,
then so is the fact that Stewart's cheap.
Okay. No, I think the beard does look great. I'm a huge fan of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the beard as well.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Do you think Stewart's inexpensive? No, okay.
Well, no, I will tell you this one time. There's only one time that Stewart's ever, like, we've been in a situation where money's involved.
Yeah.
When he filled in for you that night, on Friday night when you went and saw Zach Brown.
Yeah.
He texted me and said, "Do you want anything from the gas station?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Yeah, get me a drink." He's like, "Already gone." I was like, "Okay."
Bummer.
Well, that was just time. He'll buy you a drink from now on.
Oh, no,
again.
dude.
Yeah, he'll do that.
And I have no reason to talk
As long as
because
it's under 99, it's under $1.
Dude, look at my shoes. I mean, like, I refuse to buy a new pair of shoes. So I'm right with, man. Like, we're going to start our own club one day.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, you are what you are.
Absolutely. Embrace who you are.
Save it.
Be proud of it. Or as Zach Miller would say, you can't be buried with it. When I asked him how much those ostrich shoes or those ostrich boots that he.
And that is true, too.
I'm like, Zach, how much are those ostrich boots? Hey, you can't be buried with it, man. I'm going to spend.
You can be buried with the boots, so it's a win-win.
By the way, Weber's and Olivia Tasley are on their way to Gainesville for the Orange and Blue spring game. Put in quotes.
Yeah.
But it's really the debut for Billy Napier, the new head coach of the Florida Gators. So we'll hear from Stewart in the 5 o'clock hour. He'll jump in and talk how cheap he is, how good the beard looks, and also Gator football.
Nice. A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. He's probably driving off the road listening to this somewhere in Stark right now.
Love you, Stewart.
But anyway, real quick thought. Baker Mayfield. If you advised him, would you tell him to stop talking?
Yeah, but I mean, that's who he is, though.
I know it's not helping him. Like I said this when everything happened, right? Back there in March.
Yeah.
I was like, one of the problems with Mayfield is I'm not sure there's nobody like from a sentiment standpoint kind of pulling for him, saying, "Oh, I hope he comes to my team." Instead, it will be, all right, we got Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some players, you're like, you still can get excited about somebody, even if you think they're not sure if they're great.
Yeah.
And I think Baker, we're not sure if he's great, good, whatever it is. But I think some of the stuff that he says and some of the perception of him, again, I don't know Baker Mayfield at all, but I'm just saying the perception, I think it hurts him in the eyes of going to whatever club he next goes to.
No, I mean, it definitely hurts him a lot because there's a quarterback double standard in the NFL. You know, I mean, we all praise Marshawn Lynch when he would say, no comment or I'm just here so I don't get fined. And I would assume that the media in Seattle didn't take too kindly to that. But me personally and in my circle, we celebrated Marshawn Lynch because we thought he was the coolest dude ever when he was doing that. You know, with Baker Mayfield, the guy who speaks his mind, and I kind of chuckled today a little bit when he said, I wish I could go to some people's offices and boo them and see how they. I mean, that's awesome. To me, that's funny, right? And if a wide receiver says that, if a running back says that, we celebrate it. But since he's a quarterback, since he's got to be the general, since he has to be the most important player in all professional sports, well, he can't say that. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's wrong, but that is the way that it is. So, yeah, if I'm his agent, I'm definitely going to tell him, dude, you got to keep a low profile here because we're trying to get you another gig, and you're not doing yourself any favors by being outspoken and outlandish right now in media.
I would, if I was his agent or marketing person, actually, I'd flip this around, and I would go do one of those Sports Center commercials where I'm like booing those guys at
like
their
this
desk.
is Sports Center.
Yeah,
that's great. I like that. I like that.
So like I would try to capitalize on it in a different way, present a little humor with it,
sure,
still be out there and flip it that way.
Yeah.
And by the way, like I don't think this is like crazy damaging. I'm just saying these little things add up to be like, if I was a Carolina fan, if I'm a Seattle fan, am I like geeked up that Baker Mayfield might come my way? And I'd be like, no, not really. Not just because of the – and I actually don't think he's a bad quarterback. Like I think he's shown some good things. I think he toughed it out last year. And he might not be wrong in his disrespect and all the other stuff. But it's like, guys, people don't say that stuff. Like especially, like you said, in your CEO position, you got to bite your tongue sometimes and take the high road.
Casey, you know what I would do if I was Baker Mayfield's agent?
What you got?
I'm taking him to the Joe Burrow School of Swag.
You got to.
And I'm going to get him dialed in. You know what I'm saying? Start wearing these glasses, right? Start wearing this turtleneck and everything. And yeah, sure, you can have fun, but have fun in the right capacity. Have a cigar in your mouth in a press conference. Who cares? But when you lose or you get let go, you got to keep your mouth shut until further notice.
Shock your mock time. And, I mean, could this be a shocking development that we had to, or you had to, go in the office and get permission?
We're all good, man.
We're good?
Yeah,
we're cool?
we're good. Yeah, I got the green light I always do.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, let's go.
We into Shock Your Mock, Casey? Let's get into it.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
I am shocked and appalled.
I am shocked and chagrined, mortified and stupefied.
So you're trying to play GM and you started a mock. So I go to my boy Money Martin, oh, we pop in the truck. We tell the mother, gonna shock your mock, 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 gonna shock your mock.
All right. So before we get started today on a very special edition of Shock Your Mock, I got to put it out there to the syndicate, all right? I put out a request. I said, you know, the tank's getting a little empty. We need some more mock drafts to break down. And what did you guys do? You guys filled up the tank, and then you got me a 6-gallon tank on the back of my car, and you said, you know what, if you run out of gas, we got your back, Austin. And that's what we do. We got about 30 mock drafts right now that have gone unshocked, unverified, that I'm not sure what we're going to do. So I think I'm going to get it to as many as possible. Once again, there's a queue, okay? Respect the queue. Mind the queue. I don't know how many times I got to say it. And number 2, you don't get any do-overs, right? It's one and done. Okay, there are no mulligans in Shock Your Mock. So if you already did it, if you already posted one, I'm doing the soonest one that I saw, and then we move on with our lives amicably, which is a real word.
Amicably.
Amicably.
And Q.
Amicably.
All in the
and
same
Q.
minute. That is very good.
That's because I used to drive Uber, and we always had the Uber queue. So, that
was
was
a great word.
That one was easy.
It's a really underrated word.
Hard to spell, though, man. Hard.
Q-U-E-U-E, I think.
Yeah.
Citywide spelling bee champ.
So if you start wondering where to send...
I thought you got second.
Second, yeah. Nobody's really going to verify that, though. Right?
Well, too bad. Too late. Casey did. So to those asking out there, because we see it in the chat, you know, we have to address the chat now. You guys are wondering, where do you send your Shock Your Mock to? Go ahead and send it to, you know, my Twitter handle. I'll get to it. I'm foreseeing, because we have so many in the queue right now, that maybe the last day we have a Shock Your Mock spectacular, and we just go rapid fire. Just get to the chopper. You know what I'm saying? Like just nonstop Rambo style. That wasn't Rambo. That was Commando. Sorry. That was Sly Stallone. That wasn't.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
Thank you very much. Arnold. Yeah. So get to the chopper. You know what I'm saying? And let's do a rapid fire. So just because maybe you're back in the queue doesn't mean you won't get seen. We'll make sure everybody gets seen here on Shock Your Mock. So with that being said, let's go to today's Shock Your Mock. And this dude came out. His name is Cade84. Not sure if he was born in '84. Not sure if he was a former high school receiver. Maybe played in college. Who knows? But he's well, it says Heat and Knowles, so I assume he's a Miami Heat fan and a Florida State fan.
Yeah, baby.
Well, you got
ESPN 690, your home for Florida State football and basketball.
Okay, good you said that, because I was about to say something else, and it wasn't going to be good for us, because the Heat are a great team. Knowles got some catching up to do, but they can do it.
By the way, I left it in there on purpose that his location is open across the middle.
I like that.
Oh, so he's a wide receiver.
Yeah. Or a tight end.
84. Yeah, or a tight end as well.
Probably a tight end.
Could be a tight end as well. All right, cool. So let's get into it. Shock Your Mock. We got... first pick overall, right? No trades, not getting fancy. Just a
simple guy.
Just a good, wholesome, family-oriented Shock Your Mock. Number 1, Aiden Hutchinson, right? We talked about him a lot on this show. He seems to be the overall consensus if people are picking number 1. Safe pick. Right? Could give you 10-plus sacks his rookie year. Could be paired well with Josh Allen. Yeah, there's maybe a little question of how much he can drop back into coverage, but let's be honest, it's a 3-4 defense. You're asking your outside linebacker to maybe drop back, 8 to 10% of the time. That doesn't scare me. You're bringing him here to rush the passer. He can do that. I think in terms of technique, can clean it up a little bit. He's more of an effort guy, but it's all good. No worries. I'm not mad at that pick at number 1.
We are working, by the way, on an eye black sponsorship if Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we've been over that, too. The whole God of War eye black thing, Doug Peterson shutting that down real quick. Pick number 33, we're going to Georgia. A lot of Georgia Bulldogs been going, but hey, when you win a national championship, you have that privilege to be on Shock Your Mock a lot. And when we talk about Georgia Bulldogs, we are talking about the one and only Quay Walker, pick number 33, linebacker, Georgia. Ward number 7 in college. Now, keep in mind, I love my defensive linemen to wear single-digit numbers. You got a middle linebacker rocking a single-digit number. The biggest chef's kiss ever. Looks good, swagging. I like it a lot. Check this out. If Nakobe Dean was built like Charmander, then Walker's the final form and he's Charizard, right? Because Nakobe Dean, 6 foot, a little undersized. Quay Walker coming in at a gentleman, 6'4", with 32 and 5/8 arms and 240 pounds. Ran a 4.52. The instincts are there. Scouts seem to love this guy. Of course, it's the only question when we talk about the Georgia linebackers. How good can they be not playing with that, up front where they have the best defensive tackles in all of college football next to Wisconsin? And my answer is this. The dude's got instincts. The dude's got speed. He's big. He comes in right away. I think it makes a difference. I'm not mad at pick number 33. It's a draft need alert, Casey. The last time I heard, I think linebacker's a draft need alert. I'm not mad at Quay Walker.
By the way, I think Casey approved of your reference there during that rant.
That's good.
Who's that?
I had no idea what you were talking about.
Pokemon. Charmander, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, tell me I'm wrong, though.
No, you're spot on.
Hey, real quick, who's the one in the middle? Charmander, Choizar? It's like Choiz something. Yeah, whatever. Bok Choi. Yeah, who cares about that dude? He sucked.
Yeah, literally, you just wanted to evolve it into the next one. So
okay, I got Charmander, and then guess what? We're going to Charizard right away, right?
Because, Charmander
Forget
was small.
the one in the middle.
And,
he's cute.
You can relate to him. Yeah, exactly.
And the one in the middle is like when you're in high school, you're kind of awkward. You're afraid to ask out the girl in prom because, you got acne and glasses. That wasn't me. It might have been me. All right, let's go on, man. Pick number 6. It was me. There was no amount of Nagzima that could help me out. But in pick number 65, shout out to Nagzima, by the way, cut the check. Pick number 65, we're going to Ed Ingram, offensive guard, LSU, 6'4", 320. Get that button ready, Casey. Scouts say that he lacks the desired girth through his thighs and his calves.
Oh, girth.
Hit the button.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
Jump the gun. Hey, can we start canceling these scouts? Lacks desired girth through thighs and calves? He's 320 pounds. Where is it then? Do you mean to tell me that his calves and his thighs aren't adequate when he weighs 320 pounds and he's 6'4"? Where is it then?
He's like the guy in the gym that's he's just like ripped up top and then he's got like little pencil legs.
So. I mean, maybe he missed leg day. The guy ran a 40-yard dash. Doesn't really matter though. He's an offensive lineman, so who really cares? Scouts also said that, and here we go with this word again. He is tardy in his adjustments.
Tardy again.
Tardy's
a buzzword this week.
Tardy is the gritty right now of old people scouts trying to have adjectives to describe a player. This guy's all over the place in terms of good and bad film. There's been some great film on him, and then this past year there's been some very bad film on him. He's got questionable power. It's said that he's going to be a late day 2 or an early day 3. So with all that being said, at pick 65, this is one that I probably can't co-sign on. And by the way, it was Charmeleon. Woo!
That's him.
We got there.
That's why we have a
Thanks,
feed.
MM Masters, Charmeleon. Yeah, but the long story
YouTube
short,
coming up big today.
No, for sure. But if we're talking about number 65, Ed Ingram, he's a Snorlax, right? Big, but he's a Snorlax. He's an offensive guard. He just lays there.
Snorlax, Brent.
Yeah, go and look up
You'll
Snorlax.
Need that background
He's big.
information.
He's big, and in the video game wasn't bad, but overall,
yeah.
I mean, is he dependable?
When his best move in Pokemon was just to lay on people.
Just lays
not
on people,
great.
dude. Hey, he had to slap, and then he had to lay on people.
That was a heck of a snore, by the way. Sleep apnea at its best.
Oh, I can do it, man. Well, you see the septum I'm rocking with here? I got a good snore in me. All right, so pick number 70. Let's go to Alabama now, right? Let's go to John Mechie III. All right, so Trevor Lawrence, you need a wide receiver, and I understand that. Brent, we need weapons, and we understand that. Doug Peterson wants to be reloaded, call him John Wick. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, we all understand that. But you got John Mechie right now who's coming off of a torn ACL. Yes, it's a Trent Baalke blue light special. Hit the button, please. One has to wonder, though, if the Jaguars do draft him, where does he fit, right? Because you look at his size, you look at his best, his routes ran, you'd probably put him in the slot. If you have a guy in Christian Kirk here, I mean, do you put Kirk on the outside? Do you put Mechie on the outside? And is Mechie play right away? A lot of question marks with that pick at number 70. So in my opinion, yeah, I mean, if he can come and be what he was in college, absolutely. But where do you put him?
Yeah.
So it's hard to foresee.
I also say this because I think we forget about a guy like Laviska Shenault. So if you draft a guy like Mechie, does that even bounce him out to trade him or whatever?
Yeah.
And we're not sure if he's in favor or not right now in Jacksonville. But to add another guy that can play the slot, I mean, hey, slot can be a dangerous place to be, but how many do you need?
Oh, and don't get me wrong. I mean, he can play on the outside as well.
Yeah, but where's he best
But once
fit?
again, I think his best fit could be on the slot. All right, let's go to pick 106. We're going to Florida. So we got some Georgia Bulldogs. We got some Florida Gators.
SEC.
Everyone's getting along.
It
you know
just
what I'm
means
saying?
more, baby.
Oh, it just means more. LSU, Alabama. Okay, this isn't a Gene Smith draft, that's for sure. Let's go to Zachary Carter, pick 106, defensive
Colorado
tackle
School of Mines.
in Florida, Murray State. Defensive tackle, Florida, pick 106. Here's Zachary Carter. Once again, Zachary Carter, single-digit big man alert. Like it a lot, man. A lot of swag. 6'4", 285, ran a 4.99. Said 5 flat, not kick rocks, 4.9, right? Because you don't say 4.99. You just say a 4.9. So he ran a 4.9. A little concerning in the bench press. I know we don't put a lot on the bench press, but for being 6'4", 285, to only bench press it 19 times, is he really getting in the weight room a lot, guys? I don't know about that.
Can he throw bales of hay?
His vertical was 27.5. And then when it turns out that his number was number 6, and you know why it was number 6? Because he wore in honor of Dante Fowler. Dante Fowler didn't really work out here in Jacksonville. Dante Fowler is known more for throwing groceries in a lake than he was actually sacking the quarterback. So there's a lot not to like about this pick, but this guy is super versatile. Don't let the numbers fool you in terms of his athleticism. He can play in a 3-4 or a 4-3, 4-3 big end or a 3-4 big end. And despite what he ran, despite everything, he is pretty athletic. Scouts said that he has wide, girthy hips.
Oh.
Girth. So I guess
in a positive way.
So when you got wide, girthy hips, we just call him the Kool-Aid Man. He's got those big Kool-Aid Man hips. You know what I'm saying? I mean, are there bigger hips than the Kool-Aid Man? I think not. He's got little legs.
Little legs.
He got those girthy hips, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So the Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah, coming to Jacksonville. Zachary Carter, pick 106.
By the way, that sound the last 2 minutes reminded me of being at like the dentist when you get like suctioned out there.
Yeah. All right, and then the last pick on this first slide here, pick 157, Yusuf Corker. Now, you know how I feel about names, right? We've been over the whole George Pickens thing. When you bring Yusuf Corker to the table, sounds like a Croatian adult film star. Casey, hit the adult film star music, please. Hey, how you doing? I'm Yusuf Corker. I'm here to fix the cable. Oh, Yusuf, I thought you'd never come. Yeah. Oh, what seems to be wrong with the cable? Oh, okay. I'm jiminy-ing the switches. You know what I'm saying? End scene. I don't know who he is. He's from Kentucky. He's a safety. Enough said. Don't want him on the team. Sounds like a Croatian adult film star, and we are done. Next slide, please. If you sound like a Croatian adult film star, you don't get to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars and Doug Peterson. Okay? I'm putting out there right now. So George Pickens, you sound old, and you sound like you don't play wide receiver, and Yusuf Corker, which cannot even be a real name, you don't get to play for the Jaguars because you sound like a Croatian. I was going to say a different country, but they're going through a lot right now, so I'm saying Croatian adult film star. Okay? We good? We on? Okay. Pick 180. Let's go to Hassan Haskins.
Now I'm trying to think of other names in Jags history that could have sounded like adult film stars.
Nothing like Yusuf Corker. Nothing like Yusuf Corker. I mean, maybe Ashton Yaboudi, right? Wasn't that, it was a Yaboudi?
Yeah.
Wasn't you guys are laughing like I'm crazy? There's Ashton Yaboudi. Okay.
Yeah.
So why are you laughing at me like I'm crazy?
True. No, you're right, because you're right on.
Okay. Well, don't act like I'm not telling facts here. All right. Hey, can we get a little more professional?
We do have a question how did we get to the Seinfeld music being the adult film star?
Okay, so long story short, I wasn't, to put it bluntly, I wasn't going to type in adult film music on the work computer.
Yeah, good idea.
Because then Will's going to have come a little chit-chat with me saying, hey, we can't look up, and it wasn't.
By the way, got a new boss in like this week, too.
Exactly.
That would not have been a good start.
Casey, hit it one more time.
Oh, shoot.
Hit the music one more time. That could be in a movie. Tell me it can't be in a movie.
I mean, or it could be on the most popular show of all time.
No, I'm saying yeah. But I'm just saying, listen. I don't want to go too down the rabbit hole here, But I'm just saying, if you got a groovy bass line in the 1970s,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yusuf Corker.
I'm just saying, Yusuf Corker. I'm just saying, okay? We're good. We're good. I know that's a Seinfeld beat, but I'm just saying that can be associated with something else as well. Okay, so pick 180. We're back on track, everybody. Sorry about that. Hassan Haskins, Michigan, right? This guy was all first team Big Ten, which is very impressive because he was competing with a bunch of Wisconsin Badger running backs. You know how the Badgers love their running backs. First team all Big Ten. Think of this guy as another James Robinson type, though. He's unproven as a receiver. 6'1", 220, didn't run the 40-yard dash of the combine, but it's all good. I got my sources in Ann Arbor coming to me. Ran a 4.74 at his pro day. Not sure if that was a 42-yard dash, but a 4.74. And I get it.
That
I
was
get
in
it,
the
Brent.
snow in Ann Arbor.
I mean, it might have been in the snow.
Yes.
Might have been in gale force winds. It wasn't downhill like they do at other universities. I'm not going to say
4.7?
Penn State. Yeah, 4.74.
I mean, we got like 300-pound offensive linemen running faster than that.
I'm just saying he ran a 4.74.
You suck.
Take the yeah, so take it how you want. All right, let's get in the next one here. Kellen Deesh. It's funny. Back home in Wisconsin, we used to have a thing. We used to say Deesh. Like something good happened.
Yeah.
You go Deesh. So like for instance, say, hey, let's go to the gas station and skip me some Dooskies. Mountain Dew. Hey, did you give me a Dooski? Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Deesh. So we say Deesh 3 times.
So how about we do that from like the Voli's House of Cards instead of bang, bang, bang?
Oh, no,
Deesh.
man. I mean, he could. But nevertheless, Kellen Deesh, 6'7", 300 pounds, 4'8'9", way faster than Hassan Hankins was. Comparison actually is Charlie Heck, who we have, who has some Jacksonville ties.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, his dad
Coach
was
Heck's son.
Correct.
Who was drafted Kansas City, I think.
There you go.
Maybe Kansas City. Coach Heck works in Kansas City.
Correct.
Now.
Yes.
So maybe that's why I'm
And
tied
he played
in.
at North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see you doing your shock your mock research. He's athletic, but he's got to put more weight on and have a better anchor. That's what scouts are saying.
I mean, it's amazing
6'7",
if you're
300.
an offensive lineman and you're 300 pounds and you got to put more weight on.
Well, but
like,
to be fair, 6'7" is pretty tall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty. He's probably pretty lean.
Ben Barch, give him a call.
Yeah, there we go, man. Enough said. Get on those smoothie regimen. Cade York, next pick here.
Kicker. But at least his name's not Dicker.
Yeah, so pick 197, Cade York, kicker, LSU, 6'1", 198. He bench pressed 225 12 times at the combine. Why did he do it? You really got to question the IQ of a guy like Cade York coming to your team if you're bench pressing your kicker at the combine. Why? Why are you doing that? Why? No, seriously, why?
I don't know.
Okay, anyways, I guess he lives in the weight room. Who cares? You're a kicker. But that's all he did. Didn't run the 40-yard dash. Didn't, do the shuttle because, once again, he's a kicker. He was 21 of 27 last year. His longest was 52 yards, and his longest ever at LSU was 57 yards. I mean, I think that deserves a button. I don't know. You got any buttons for, like, long field
goals? I think that was
goals?
to beat Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, you got any...
That's me. I think that was to beat Florida, wasn't it?
He was 95% in extra points last year and 100% the previous 2 years. So, guys,
Do
pretty
you think
consistent.
Cade picked Cade just because of Cade?
That's
his
a good
name.
point. Yeah. I mean, if you give him some kickers 11 and the guy's consistent, I guess he's a baller. I mean, kicked 57 yards.
Hey, by the way, if we draft Corker and Dicker, what a moment.
Man.
We'll have to play the music just all show.
Oh, I mean, instead of like, the Jaguars come out to some like, I don't know, whatever they come out to DMX, it's going to be Seinfeld. Just bow, you know what I'm saying? The whole time. All right, we got three more picks here. We got Jamari Saylor, offensive guard, Georgia, going back to the Bulldog pen again. Jamari Saylor. Get the button ready. Said he's got a broad chest with bulbous thighs and long arms. We've had him before.
Bulbous. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
Okay. We get it. He's big. Say he's big.
I know. Say he's fat.
Don't use the word bulbous, because you use the word bulbous, then we start talking about cable and the Seinfeld news again, where someone's going to change the cable. You know what I'm saying? Brent, you probably don't know what I'm saying, but you get what I'm going at here. Don't use the word bulbous anymore. It's weird. It's creepy. Be younger. Get the olds out. All right, next pick. Uh-oh. What did I say? What did I say if this guy ever popped up on Shock Your Mock again?
Yeah,
I'm going to have to crack a joke.
Testing you.
Now, I've already pushed the limits hard enough today, but I'm just saying, and by the way, Derek Deese Jr., San Jose State, more of a run blocker than he is a receiver.
You've memorized his scouting
report.
report.
We got it down by now. But I will say this, without the risk of getting in too much trouble, I feel like Derek Deese Jr., if he comes to Jacksonville, he should probably start his own brand of, I would say, almonds or cashews, and he should have a name for those almonds or
Maybe
cashews.
sunflower seeds.
Or no, you can't. You can't
not good
do,
enough.
You can't do sunflower seeds. I'm just saying, for his name, you should probably start selling almonds or
pistachios.
walnuts. But pistachio is not a nut, though.
Yes, it is.
Is it? Isn't it like a legume or something?
What?
What is a pistachio?
Pistachio nut.
It's a nut.
Yeah, it's in the shell and everything.
Positive?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
My favorite kind of nut.
Okay. Then he can sell pistachios as well. That's all I'm going to say
At
about
this
it.
establishment.
Yeah. And by the way,
How about macadamia?
he can sell a lot macadamia, almonds, pistachios,
peanut,
walnuts.
Yeah, peanut as well.
Peanuts.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Jags nuts.
Okay. Well, you get the point. He can sell those, right?
Right.
So he's a good branding opportunity. It's all I'm going to say about him. Okay.
And his name is what again?
Derek Deese Jr. Derek Deese Jr. And last pick, 235. Here's a fun fact. Didn't know he actually played, or he had a brother.
He's got two.
Oluwakunle Fadukasi is a linebacker, brother of Foye.
Yes.
Yeah,
Foye Fadukasi.
Foye Fadukasi.
Really, Foloranzu.
Yeah, Foloranzu Fadukasi. So that's his brother, plays linebacker at Rutgers.
By the way, both his brothers are they were teammates at Rutgers. Fadukasi, who now is with the Jags, who played for UConn, and of course now is signed on with the Jags, a big deal. So, also something else of the Wikipedia page of Oluwakunle Fadukasi, he has his own T-shirt company called O3. So there you go, a little advertising at the NFL.
So we can just call him O3.
Now we're plugging. Like he didn't get enough in the NILs. Now we're plugging his stuff.
I don't know if he got anything in the NFL. He played for Rutgers.
No, the NILs.
Yeah,
he got something. He got something. He got something.
So that's cool. A little tie in there.
Yeah.
So how did Cade do?
I think well.
I forgot where we. He did okay.
You're shocking the mock of Cade 84.
Well, no, because someone's saying that according to Google, pistachios are actually seeds. So.
That's not true.
I
don't think that's true.
Try to have a joke, try to have a little bit. You guys had to ruin it because you had to say pistachios, but it's all good.
According to my Google, pistachio is a nut.
It's all good, man. I think we had our fun, and that's been Shock Your Mock. Thanks for K84. Whether you're a tight end or a wide receiver, you're probably on the bench with that Shock Your Mock, so thank you.
Pistachio, by the way, is a member of the cashew family.
Okay.
Small tree originating from Central Asia and the Middle
legume?
East.
What is a legume?
What is a legume?
A legume is like a walnut or something. I don't know. Look it up, man.
How do you even spell that?
Legume. Legume.
Oh, that was pretty good.
That was good.
Yeah, you guys got to start culturing yourselves a little more.
Yeah,
here,
we
man.
don't.
You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
have time for that.
You guys got to be a little more sophisticated. It's always sports with you guys.
A leguminous plant, especially when grown as a crop.
There you go.
A seed, pod, or other edible part of a leguminous plant used as food.
Oh, I'm sorry. So then would a pistachio be a legume before you guys kind of blew me off?
No. Pistachios
If someone is saying a pistachio is a seed, then a seed is a legume. A pistachio would be a legume as well.
I'm just telling you, I don't believe YouTube. I think they're wrong. He's doing the gritty today.
Doing the gritty because I called it. I called it. A pistachio is a legume.
Right now, security's being called because like everybody below us is what's going on.
Call security on yourself because a pistachio is a legume.
We'll be back. Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690. That was a lot of fun.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening. Just an isolated shower, a rumble of thunder. Most spots are dry. Overnight, we drop down to the lower to mid-60s. Partly to mostly cloudy for Friday. Some inland afternoon showers and thunderstorms with an onshore wind developing. They press inland with time. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Biedenball.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. Don't miss the buy one, get one free on wedding band event going on now through April 24th.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Voted best gift of the year for golfers by the ESPN 690 Golf Enthusiast Review Board. Want to make the golfer in your life love you even more? Order the 2022 ESPN Dream 18 card for just $69. Big discounts on golf all year. Golf courses are raising their rates with the recent boom. The Dream 18 card has even more value now. For less than dinner for two at your favorite upscale restaurant, you will receive tremendously discounted rounds at some of the area's best golf courses. Golf Club at Southampton, St. John's Golf and Country Club, Hidden Hills, Osprey Cove, the Yards added this year, Amelia River Golf Club, Eagle Landing, Fleming Island Golf Club, and Queens Harbor Yacht and Country Club. Plus, you'll receive a free smoothie from Smoothie King, a free hat from Dome Hats, a free shirt at Baker's Sports, and a discount on a purchase at Palm Beach Autographs. Play 2 rounds of golf, and the card pays for itself. $69, that's it. Some of the proceeds go to the Dream 18 charity as well. Buy the card at Action Sports Shacks, Dream18.com. Supplies are limited. Go to Action Sports Shacks, Dream18.com.
Now is the time to get an estimate on replacement windows. American Window Products of Jacksonville is a high-volume dealer offering a huge selection of products to keep your costs low. New windows from American Window Products can lower your energy costs and increase your curb appeal and security, all without breaking the bank. Call American Window Products for a free estimate at 904-667-0873 or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
Let me ask you something. Are you tired of hearing no? It's kind of a bummer, right? Nobody likes to hear no. So let me ask the obvious. Are you ready to hear yes? Then you better get to Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned today. Yes, Arlington has 400 pre-owned on the lot and ready to test drive. Yes, Arlington has all makes and models. Yes, Arlington will help you get financed. Plus, Arlington's 30-day exchange program comes with your purchase. One last question. Are you going to find the vehicle you really want? Yes. Just shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
Men suffering from ED or PE? Has Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center is featuring Restore Wave, the latest in non-invasive ED treatment. You'll see results on your first visit or pay nothing. Call 904-618-3497. That's 904-618-3497.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code BEND. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code BEND for a $5 bonus.
Millions of people use Zoom Phone, the innovative and feature-rich cloud phone system for businesses of any size. Zoom Phone is simple to use, whether you're on a mobile device, desktop, laptop, or desk phone. And because every call is important to your business, Zoom Phone was built with reliability in mind, using geographic redundancy to keep your communications online. Empower your workforce with Zoom Phone. Visit zoom.com/phone system. Zoom. How the world connects.
Let's add a little red right there. Hey, we'll be right with you.
For Bianca's flower shop, spring orders and Mother's Day are a tricky arrangement.
Hey, can I get help repotting this fiddle leaf?
She needs to put the pedal to the metal and find more florists.
We're running low on daisies. How does that even happen?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's where I take my family to play golf, and you can take yours as well. The Golf Club at Southampton. It's the home of the Action Sports Shacks Dream 18, and it can be your golf destination. Enjoy your golf experience by calling 287-PLAY, 287-PLAY. Play some golf, or maybe practice some golf at one of the newest facilities in the area. Grab some lunch or dinner, too. Southampton has it all. 287-PLAY for tee times and more. The Golf Club at Southampton, the home of the Dream 18. My home course. Make it your home course, too.
I received a call the other day from a woman. Her voice was shaking. She needed help. Her husband tragically was unable to call himself, but he had told her previously, if anything ever happens to me, call Morgan & Morgan. I was humbled and proud. And what higher honor could we receive than protecting someone's family after they're gone? Her call came in on a weekend night. We went to work right away that night. Life can be shattered in a moment, in a car crash, work injury, or medical malpractice. When that happens, you need a big law firm with an unmatched reputation and resources to fight for you. If your family ever experiences something like this family did, know that America's largest injury law firm is here for you 24/7. We are big because we won a lot. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Let's add a little red right there. Hey, we'll be right with you.
For Bianca's flower shop, spring orders and Mother's Day are a tricky arrangement.
Hey, can I get help repotting this fiddle leaf?
She needs to put the pedal to the metal and find more florists.
We're running low on daisies. How does that even happen?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good, really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless, now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Austin Lane from Action Sports Jacks on ESPN 690. Smart speakers are becoming part of everyday life, so why not use it to listen to the radio? Tell Alexa, Google Home, or any other speaker to play ESPN 690. Give it a shot weekday afternoons from 3 to 6.
I get so annoyed at baseball. I get so annoyed. You said I get it, Max. I don't get it. I all this stuff about pitch count and championships, it sounds like blah, 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 blah to me. You know what attracts young people to sports? Life-changing moments. We have over 220,000 MLB games, and there's been 23 perfect games in the history of the damn sport. You're telling me you can't pivot and you're going to try to use excuses that sound like, well, we're here to win a championship and, the lockout. And, I came into the game with a plan and 575 and we didn't want to go over it. It's a perfect game. Hey. The sport needs this kind of stuff so we can talk about it.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Listen, I was swearing like crazy at the Dodgers yesterday for mostly selfish reasons. You want to see that, right? It's only been done 23 times. You'd love to see the perfect game. Mm-hmm. But easy, Jay Williams, Keyshawn Johnson. Okay. If Max Kellerman was a part of that,
relax.
You can tell you don't know that part of baseball where, building up and ramping up and coming off injury and it's the longest season there is.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's totally different in that respect than they can relate to, I think, in their respective sports. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I fully agree. I get what Kershaw was saying, too. You see, he was okay with it. What's interesting, I think what's really interesting is that a lot of the old pitchers are like, what the hell? What do you mean you're okay with this? Yeah. Why'd you come out? I saw, Fergie Jenkins, and who else did I see? I shouldn't say just old pitchers because I think Reggie Jackson. Yep. So I think a lot of the old school guys that played the game. Well, listen, the game is certainly different now. There used to be guys that would throw complete game after complete game after complete game. That doesn't happen anymore. If guys throw 5 innings, it's like, holy cow, that guy went the distance.
My issue with the whole perfect game and Clayton Kershaw, I get it. It's trending to say, well, I can't believe that they would take him out. It's bad for the game of baseball and all this stuff. And I think from a diehard baseball fan's perspective, sure, it could be. But to sit here and say, I can't believe it would be so huge for the game. Oh, would it really? Who's the last person to throw a perfect game? And go.
I think it was kind of a no-namer guy.
Wrong.
Last perfect game. Casey?
Yeah, I know. Can you tell me like a year?
August 15th, 2012.
Was it 12? Was that far back?
Yeah.
Gosh, I thought it was more recent than that. 2012. Did Greinke throw one?
Nope. Casey played your team, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Burley.
Nope.
Wow, what year did Burley throw it if it wasn't 12? How long was that? That was earlier than that, huh?
Was it Braden was just a no-hitter, right? Or was it Dallas Braden?
I'm not sure about that. All it says is the last perfect. Like it has like a list of the perfect games. Felix Hernandez, August 15, 2012,
Really?
Tampa Bay Rays, 1-0.
Yep.
King Felix.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But my point is, if it's such a big part of the game and like it's such a big deal,
that's fair. But I mean, that's like asking like who's the last guy who hit the cycle too, and the cycle's a pretty unique stat.
Yeah, but I mean, I think in terms of the cycle or a perfect game is a lot more rare than the cycle is.
When was Hernandez?
It says 2012.
Okay. So Dallas Braden's was a perfect game, by the way. It's 2010.
Okay.
Really? Braden was that long ago? When was Burley then? Like 08?
It's a good question. All of these against the Rays, by the way. Just consistently.
Well, the Rays did stink for a while, man.
Not in 2010, but yeah.
Could be a part of history.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Felix Hernandez, Matt Cain, Philip Humber, Roy
Matt Cain,
Halladay, Dallas Braden, Mark Burley, Randy Johnson, David Cohn, David Wells, Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers.
2009 for Burley.
Found a way to do a little bit of everything, Kenny.
Chicken and
Dennis
gambler.
Martinez, yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Brown.
You know, like, if you really ask the first person that comes to mind, perfect game, what does jump out to you? Does anyone in particular off that whole list that he just said, or maybe somebody else?
Burley.
Burley does?
Yeah.
Which fits your I mean, that would have been when you were like 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that.
See, to me, it was Randy Johnson because, and I can't remember like what year it was, but I remember like I thought there was an overall thought that he was getting up there in age playing for the Diamondbacks, and he still had it.
And he still had it. That's a good call. For me, it's David Wells.
Okay.
And I can still see the reaction.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of a sloppy David Wells. After you see them, the jerseys all untucked and out. So, but he was good that day on the perfect game.
Keep in mind the Burley was the Dwayne Wise catch. Remember the catch where he's over the wall?
Oh, yeah. So he saved it back in. The forgotten Chicago White Sox, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Burley was unbelievable, too.
Yeah, he was.
He really was good. You talk about one of the most underrated guys, and there have been a lot of those guys in pitching. Hey, it's a good time right now to deliver your back-breaking, neck-aching play of the week. And, well, how about with a little help from maybe John Sterling?
This Hicks. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, there it goes. Deep left center. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. But caught. At the wall. Caught by Tapia. Boy, I thought that was gone. So Stanton got close. He sent Tapia back to the wall to make the catch. And the Yankees come up just empty. That would have tied the game.
The Yankees lose.
A little premature.
The Yankees lose.
A little premature.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Sterling, by the way, very good. Obviously, I don't love him because I have to listen to him say that when the Yankees win. But this guy might have done that in the softball game a couple weeks ago. This guy meaning me.
Yeah.
But I'm also not John Sterling.
No,
that was
man.
wild.
John Sterling's on ESPN Plus right now.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. That was unbelievable, though, because, and I didn't realize when he did it, when I first clicked on it, that was the end of the game. Yeah. Like, that was the last out of the game. So the Yankees did lose that game. That is your back-breaking, neck-aching play of the week where it, could have been a tie game.
Can I add one just as an honorable mention, please? Sure. Did you guys watch the Timberwolves game? What happened with the lady and the glue?
Yes, I did see that.
What's up with that?
Yeah, because the owner doesn't even own the team anymore.
Well, yeah, number one. Number two, she used Elmer's.
She glue, yeah.
Well, no, she used like kids glue to try to glue your hand to the court to make a protest. Didn't work though, huh? Because, Elmer's.
Probably not the best protest.
No. Well, I would say probably the worst protest of all time.
One of the worst.
Yeah.
What was she protesting? She was protesting the old owner about, what was the topic? Do you remember?
I don't even know.
Well, there we go. So there's a really bad protest.
Hey, Brent.
It's a really bad protest. If we don't know what you're protesting, but we know that
you... a crazy lady, okay? What do you want me to tell you?
But we know that you had Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
A-Rod was very confused.
Literally, well, who wasn't confused? Because, she was trending. I'm like, what is this lady? I thought she was like a cheerleader or something that fell and slipped. It turns out she tried to glue her hand to the court to make a protest.
So another backbreaking, neck-aching play of the week.
Just
Brought to you by 904
there.
Chiropractic and Injury Center. They can help you. Just go see Rhett and his team. 3 locations, by the way, in the area. On the south side in St. Augustine, newest location on the west side. If you had personal injury due to an accident, look up 904chiro.com. If you need a wellness consultation, maybe massage therapy, look up 904chiro.com. 904 Chiropractic and Injury Center for your back-breaking, neck-aching play of the week a couple of times over. Did you see the reaction of everybody caught wind, and I caught this a little late, the reaction to Minnesota winning?
Yeah.
Was that a big deal? I mean, why did they take – I kind of missed the boat on this. Why is everybody –
Because
it was because Beverly was crying, in tears?
No. So, they were on Instagram Live after the game talking a bunch of smack to the Clippers, and they had a couple choice words, a couple expletives thrown out there. And I just think now, it's the cool thing. Once you beat the Clippers in the playoffs, it is your job. It is your duty as an NBA player to go on Instagram Live and absolutely badmouth that team.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, what was this, 2 years? This is the bubble year, right?
Yes,
when Paul George was maybe running his mouth a little bit, and then, he played very bad, and then I forgot what the team even was.
He was awful at
that
the
started
time.
it. I forgot who the team was, but whatever the case... Heat? Nah, it wasn't the Heat.
No,
because it's the West. Yeah,
Would it have been the Lakers?
No.
I can't remember Portland.
It was 100% Portland.
It was Portland. Yeah. So Portland beats the Clippers. They, make fun of them and everything, and from that moment, it started to become a meme, and it's the cool thing to do. So that's what the Timberwolves are doing.
Yeah.
And I laughed.
Yeah.
Calm down a little bit because you're the Timberwolves, so prove something first. But it was funny.
Anything catch your attention about the play-in games that look out? I'll tell you what caught my attention. We were watching a little bit of this game, and I was like, dang, there's a lot of people at the Pelicans game.
Yeah.
And I was like, without Zion Williamson, I didn't think there'd be a buzz in New Orleans about that basketball team, but it appears there is.
Yeah. I called that the most underwhelming national TV game of all time. You never heard of anybody on the Spurs, and it's the Pelicans without Zion. So I can't believe anybody went, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I've seen videos of Zion dunking and stuff. Why isn't he playing?
And, dunking's better for the brand, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got to help himself out a little bit. He's got
to get to the Knicks somehow.
No, seriously. What's the latest? I mean.
Well, by the way, that dunk video is from I think a couple. It wasn't. Recently.
It wasn't a fresh one.
I don't think so. No. That kind of got spread around the internet. But I don't think that was recently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess my biggest takeaway so far is the Nets are. They're the Nets. They're who we thought they were. And talk about the Nets-Celtics game, first matchup is going to be, I think, a great series. Probably the best series of overall.
Everybody talks about the Lakers' disappointment, right?
Yeah. Is Ben Simmons okay, too? But,
yeah. Well, what level of disappointment if the Nets, I know they go with the play-in game, but what if they lose in the first round, which they certainly could to a pretty good Celtics team?
Yeah.
And, why isn't there a high level of disappointment in what they tried to do, didn't work? From Harden to Kyrie to now Ben Simmons. I know they're trying. I know they got excuses.
Yeah.
But, hey, you took him talk about LeBron being a bad GM.
Yeah.
Well, the Nets guy ain't doing so well in the last couple of months either.
No, for sure. I just think that if the Nets don't make it out of the first round, it's going to be because of just the disjointed team that was the Brooklyn Nets. That started with James Harden. James Harden wanted to do things a certain way. KD wanted to do things a certain way. And they didn't mesh. And then, there was a falling out. Somebody might have lied to somebody else. We don't know all the behind-the-scenes information, but you just got the sense that there was maybe some drama involved. And keep in mind, we're talking about a Nets team the entire year that didn't really have Kyrie Irving because of the whole, COVID-19 getting the shot, getting the
vaccine.
Thank you very much, man. That was a hard word for me, for whatever reason. But getting the vaccine. So it just seemed like a team with optics and just kind of drama. It kind of followed the Nets all year. And now you have a situation where you did trade James Harden away. You did get Ben Simmons. And nobody knows where Ben Simmons is.
I hadn't seen
Played a couple games. couldn't space the floor, and now we don't know where Ben Simmons is. So that's another kind of thing about the drama. And then Steve Nash being a head coach, I think there is some criticism there too as well, saying how great of a head coach is he truly. So you have a lot of things counting against you right now. You're taking on a Boston Celtics team that seems to be surging at the very right time.
I can't, one more on the Nets especially. Every time I see Kevin Durant, especially like in an interview or press conference, I can't figure out like if I like him or not. Like I think he's a really polarizing player.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't think it's odd to be polarizing, right? He's great. I mean, he's there are few people in the history of the game like him.
Correct.
Quite frankly. He's been terrific. He's won championships. He's been clutch. I just don't know if it goes back to the Oklahoma City stuff and picking your team to go to Golden State, not starting your own thing.
Yeah.
Or if it's the way he answers things kind of point blank, which I think we should respect more than not like, because that's what we ask people to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's come after some.
Him.
No, he came after some guys in the media.
Yeah, of course
he
he
came
always
after
does,
Ian Rappaport, or whatever. He went after not Ian, Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
Thank you. He went after him a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely kind of like the polarizing figure where if he's on your team, you love him. If he's not on your team, you probably despise him. But he's still a great player.
Okay, like Dennis Rodman was like that, but he wasn't like as good as a player as Durant. Now he had a huge role.
Yeah.
Like where's Durant all time? Is he a top like 15 player, top 20 player all time?
On skill, yeah. But
Yeah.
on what he's done, no.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Not
right
yet.
now in the league, I would put him top 3. Is that fair?
As a player?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top 3.
But
Yeah.
I guess how
But
often is your top 3 player that's polarizing? Well, I guess
mean,
LeBron's
Embiid
kind
was-
of polarizing.
Yeah, LeBron's
so-
polarizing. Embiid was polarizing for a long time. Trust the process.
Yeah.
That's true.
And by the way, shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks for throwing the last 2 games of the season, getting that 3 spot, playing the Chicago Bulls instead of the Brooklyn
Smart.
Nets. Oh,
Very smart.
Yeah,
Football at
love
5
it.
coming back. Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
The legendary Acura Integra is back at your First Coast Acura dealers. Click or call to pre-order yours today. Supply is limited, so don't wait. Pre-order the next generation 2023 Integra at firstcoastacuradealers.com.
Just be positive. Your Community First Mortgage champions make sure you get a great rate, a quick close, and can save you about $3,000 in closing costs. Apply at communityfirstfl.org. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
It's no secret that do-it-yourself security systems are pretty much a joke, right? Criminals don't pay attention to them. A lot of police departments don't either. If you've got one of those national alarm companies, they're not much better. They're going to charge you more, though. SafeTouch security systems are the most advanced systems offered, and this starts with every SafeTouch system being professionally designed using layers of protection. The SafeTouch Perimeter Guard, for example, uses analytics and text video notification. You're alerted before the crime actually happens, and there's 24/7 onboard video storage. That camera also alerts would-be criminals, by the way, that they've already been detected and are being recorded. And the SafeTouch Always On feature means that if anyone tries to violate your area of protection, SafeTouch is notified before they even enter the house. If someone was crazy enough to enter a SafeTouch house, the SafeTouch two-way communicator has them in an average of 11 seconds, eliminating the need for call verification and sending emergency help immediately. SafeTouch is professionally installed by its highly trained professional technicians, and their monitoring center is right here in Florida. Call for your free estimated demonstration today, 888-723-8682, or go to safetouch.com, EF0000233.
You're on your way to work, and then bam, your whole life changes in that second. forever. You're injured, and now you have to fight for justice or live your life in pain. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
ESPN 690 is home for the Florida Sportsman Fishing Show hosted by Captain Rick Riles. Tune in every Saturday morning from 7 to 9 a.m. to find out what's biting now. Fishing so fresh, you can almost smell it.
We teamed up with Shady Rays Sunglasses, and it's been awesome. Jump in the fun at ShadyRays.com. Put in promo code BRENT, B-R-E-N-T, for 50% off 2 pair of shades. ShadyRays.com. Head into summer in style on beach days, fishing days, golf days, every days. Perfect price, look great, and how about this? If you lose or break your Shady Rays, no problem. You'll get another pair. It's an insane lost and broken protection plan. Style, fit, performance just for you. ShadyRays.com. Promo code BRENT for 50% off 2 or more pair of Shady Rays.
You know what's great about getting older? The toys are way cooler. Spring is here, and it's playtime. Yeah! And One-to-One Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union, has slash loan rates across the board on all the toys. Motorcycles, jet skis, boats, RVs, ATVs, even golf carts. And it's fun and potentially dangerous. One-to-One Financial has the perfect loan to help you finance it. Check out our rock-bottom rates and apply now at one-to-one-fcu.org. Come out and play. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our friends over at Arlington Toyota want to know, what drives you? How about great service? Or what about getting more with your purchase? Then prepare yourself for the drive of a lifetime when you buy from Arlington Toyota. Arlington has over 500 new Toyotas available with inventory arriving daily. You also get a lifetime warranty with your purchase, plus 30 days to love your new purchase or exchange it. What drives you is what they do at Arlington Toyota. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Need new wiper blades? Not sure which ones to buy? The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. We'll show you options for your specific car and even install them for free. Right now, save $10 per pair on Bosch Focus wiper blades, plus earn double O-Rewards points. There's no better time to replace your wiper blades. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anna Jar and Levine studios. Anna Jar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
Reports it's a one-year deal worth up to $4 million. In his one season with the Ravens last year, Watkins again struggled with injuries. He had career lows in catches and receiving yards. Steph Curry of the Warriors scrimmaged today. He's on track to play in Game 1 Saturday against the Nuggets. If he does play, he'll be on limited minutes coming back from a strained left foot. Even though there's a chance Ben Simmons makes his Nets debut in the East quarterfinals against the Celtics, Kevin Durant says he's preparing as if Simmons won't play. ESPN's Tim Legler wonders how much impact Simmons could have.
He can have moments where he guards guys effectively. I think offensively he's going to be a liability. And if I'm Ime Udoka and Ben Simmons is on the court and they're anywhere near the penalty, guess what? He's taking a parade to the foul line.
Tim Legler on Get Up. Simmons hasn't played in almost a year with mental health concerns and a sore back. From baseball, Blue Jays outfielder Teoscar Hernandez goes on the injured list.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
We don't know that conversation Baker Mayfield had with whoever he had it with in the front office, but he feels disrespected. And if that's the case, I'm rolling with Baker.
It's Friday with KJ and Max. It all starts at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Now, your chance to win $1,000 with the ESPN 690 payroll payout.
Text the word STYLE to the number 70123 before 15 past the hour. That's STYLE.
Your next chance to win is coming again tomorrow at 8 a.m. This is a nationwide contest. Message and data rates apply. Get the complete rules now at ESPN690.com. Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. This is Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690 with Brent Martineau and Austin Lane.
I think any time you're going to give an interview and you're going to open up, you're going to maybe show some vulnerability like this, you're opening up yourself to so much criticism. As much as Baker is going to try to win, I think, in my mind, the public's opinion of, man, I feel bad for Baker. They did him dirty. There's probably some people out there. But I think at the end of the day, fans in Cleveland, they just wanted to win. Mm-hmm. They just want a guy to come in there and figure out a way to get them to a Super Bowl.
Mina Kimes?
Diana Rossini.
Dang it.
By the way, the first 10 seconds of that soundbite, I'm like, okay, is she talking about Cam Newton?
Come on, Austin.
Or is she talking about Baker Mayfield?
Better than that.
No dabbing for Cam this week.
No dabbing for Cam. Has he released an apology yet?
I don't think so. Is Baker Mayfield the apology guy today?
Nah, what he said was true. I mean, you mean to tell me you don't want to go boo that one guy that was said that?
Sam,
thank you.
I just called him an idiot instead.
Yeah.
That felt good.
Yeah. But
cool.
don't you want to go to his job and call him an idiot?
No.
Okay.
No.
Can you imagine, by the way, Cam apology and like his language? You know how he does all the letters?
The Instagram,
that's true.
the Instagram fonts.
He should do that just for fun.
That'd be awesome.
What do you think you would wear for an apology? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dude, you're in a handkerchief around your neck. I can't really take that apology seriously. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Is that a style that's never stuck?
The handkerchief around the neck?
Well, look, and we were talking about.
I mean, unless you're in Scooby-Doo and you're Fred.
It's Fred. Very good.
Fred?
Yes.
Yeah, Fred.
You just compared Cam Newton to Fred and Scooby-Doo. That was terrific.
Who else is wearing handkerchiefs around their neck?
Go
ahead and name one. Go ahead and name anybody else.
Well, no, but what is it called? What's it called then? What Charles Woodson would wear it.
Don't throw Charles Woodson on the bus now.
No. I don't want to say the name because
a shawl.
As it begins with an A.
Ascot?
Ascot? Is that a clothing?
Gator hit the dump button.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know where to be.
I think
that's an Ascot tie. Yeah, no, I think I'm looking. Hold on. Hang with us. We went from pistachio nuts to that Ascot tie is a little different. Maybe that's different. Maybe that is different.
Yeah. So a handkerchief or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think what Cam's...
Bandana?
Yeah, bandana.
No, if you look, Ascot is something, but I think Charles Woodson would wear it on when he was doing
around his neck.
Yeah, I think so.
Brent, really?
I'm not kidding. Okay. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Charles Woodson's cool.
Is that a cool thing? To what you think we should start wearing those?
Like when he played or when he did commentary?
No, when he's doing commentary. Well, he might have done it when he was coming. You know,
don't say that.
Going to the game and stuff.
Okay, yeah, but don't say he's playing with one of those things.
Okay, yeah. So why does Charles Woodson wear Ascot? That's
is that
even a question.
Let me see the picture of it. So he's wearing what Cam Newton's wearing, like Fred,
like these.
Oh.
So you got to look at. There you go, right there. See. This is good
no,
radio right now. Can you see everybody?
No, that's not what Cam Newton's wearing. The Cam Newton's got like the he ties
I was just
it.
asking. I was like, is it a similar thing?
Well, no, but don't throw Charles Woodson on the bus and compare him to Cam Newton when it's not even close.
I was asking, can we compare that to Cam?
No, you can't.
So
one's a Hall of Fame and one's
Fred
not.
And Cam.
It's Fred and Cam. Unless somebody can tell me anybody else. Anybody else? Freddie Mercury. Did he rock one?
Now listen. I thought I was doing well with the Ascot and Charles Woodson. If you want me to go Freddie Mercury, he's wearing.
Oh, dude, Freddie Mercury's the man.
I know.
That dude's a stylist now. Okay,
well, look it up. Google it.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
What did he say he's wearing again?
It's handkerchief. It's not a handkerchief, but I don't know what you would call it. It's like a bandana.
Yeah, kind of bandana-ish.
But that's the thing, right? So my point is, all right, Cam Newton, obviously a trendsetter in terms of whatever style. Call it what you want. But like, who do you look at and say, hey, I'm going to wear the bandana or whatever around my neck?
We don't even know what it is.
Usually it comes from inspiration. Where is that coming from?
It had to be Fred.
Is it Fred from Scooby-Doo?
It had to be.
Let me see Freddie from Scooby-Doo real quick. Let me make sure I'm... Brent, you okay?
Fred, I'm really just trying to figure out if... I'm waiting on you.
On what? Oh, Freddie Mercury?
Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Freddie Mercury's a
I
different
wonder if
dude.
that's his inspiration.
I'm saying, look at it's identical. Look at Fred from Scooby-Doo. Look at this dude.
Yeah, Fred,
look at this college-educated dude. Just
Scooby-Doo is so awesome.
It was a good show. Great show. Nicely done, Brent. Nicely done. Yeah, Fred. I mean, yeah, he looks like Fred.
Fred have a last name?
Somebody look up. All right,
Fred Jones. His name's Fred Jones Jr.
Somebody look up. We'll have to find this
They
out.
really milked that in, didn't they? Oh, Fred
Would you be
Jones.
stunned if Cam Newton wears it because of Fred and Scooby-Doo?
Well, why else would Cam Newton wear one? I'm saying, who else wears it? We have to. What is it called, first of all, and then we can move on from there.
I don't know what it's called. But
you know who else wore one?
No.
True talk. You ever watched the Match Game as a kid? Match Game.
I know the show, but
okay.
I'm not going to be good at this. Go ahead.
Oh no, like Richard Dawson.
Oh yeah.
Wore one, and then the guy that was a contestant with the glasses, that was kind of the creepy dude that was always like kissing a little inappropriately on women's cheeks. That guy. I don't know what his name was, but he wore one of those as well. Just like Fred from Scooby-Doo wore.
So more from the Fred from Scooby-Doo and less of the Charles Woodson, the ascot.
No, for sure. It's definitely Fred. Look at this, Brent. This is identical to what Cam Newton's wearing. It is true. The Fred from Scooby-Doo, whatever you want to call it.
I wonder if it's like a version of the ascot.
Oh, my mom just chimed in. It's called a neckerchief.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mom's listening to the show, by the way.
She being serious?
Yeah, I think so.
She'd probably be the only one to listen to the show after all the dead air as we look things
Sorry
up.
for the shock your mock thing today.
Well,
look at neckerchief.
Neckerchief.
There you go.
Well, why don't we get some? So I guess my point.
Okay, famous people who wore neckerchiefs.
Cam Newton's like the MVP in 2015, right? Superman Cam.
Yeah.
Why didn't anybody else follow suit? Like, why didn't it become a thing? Like, the gritty for Justin Jefferson is a thing. Like, why people are influenced.
Yeah.
Like, why wasn't Cam ever trendy?
Because no one's got that much confidence to pull that off. Like, I mean, at least with the gritty, like, okay, I can do it. You know, get warmed up, pull a hamstring maybe. Dude, you got me wearing a neckerchief in public? People are going to start, you know.
I mean, people wear some strange stuff, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even Russell Westbrook hasn't tried the neckerchief, and that dude wears some funky stuff to the arena now.
I bet Russell Westbrook has once worn a neckerchief.
I mean, LeBron and company tried the suit with shorts.
Hey, I literally
the
type
suit
in
with shorts is not bad.
I'm literally typing in famous people who wore neckerchiefs, and nobody's like
He's one of a kind.
He's one of a kind, man.
But he's not a trendsetter.
No, because like it's too
He's
much.
not influential.
It's too much. Yeah, I agree with that.
He should have to take off the neckerchief as his apology. Can't wear it ever again.
That should say, in light of certain events, I'm going to retire the neckerchief and let's move on. Yeah.
By the way, Cam's got his own clothing line, like at Dillard's or something that you can buy.
Does he really?
Or Bell's or something. Yeah, he does.
Isn't Dillard's on the way out, though?
I was going to say,
know,
I feel like Dillard's is like the discount.
Go look it up. Cam Newton has his own suit clothing line. Like in the men's suit portion, you can buy Cam Newton suits.
But see, this is the problem, though, right? And this is why Joe Burrow is king, because Joe Burrow is not trying too hard. It just works for Joe Burrow. It seems like Cam Newton tries a little too hard every once in a while. Yeah, he's got Cam Newton suits. Style
They're not
bistro.
bad.
I'll be the judge of that. Hang on.
They're not bad. They're reasonably priced,
you know what?
too.
They look like suits, Brent.
So why didn't you just go back to that?
Because it's not enough, I guess.
Wear suits, dude.
It's not enough. Oh, and he stays wearing the neckerchiefs. Like, this isn't like a one-time thing where he said something wrong, got canceled. Like, he stays wearing the neckerchiefs.
I think.
Look at Brent. Every picture's got a neckerchief on.
Do the suits come with the
neckerchief?
Yeah, that matches.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Look at this one. Look what he's wearing here. He's got plaid shorts with a plaid shirt and a neckerchief.
Nobody would advise you to wear that.
No, my agent would.
Nobody would
My
advise
agent
you
would
to
have had
wear
to
that.
sit down with me real quick.
Maybe AB.
This is not how we do things, Brent. I'm just telling you. You ever pull up a neckerchief? We're gonna have a little sit down.
I'm going to get one.
We're gonna have a little chip. Brent, I'm telling you.
How quick can Amazon get me a neckerchief?
I'm telling you right now, the ratings are doing fine. We don't need to take a big dip.
We haven't talked anything in the last 10 minutes. I can't believe the ratings are doing anything.
We're good, man. my mom's listening. We're fine. We're winning.
Mom. How are you?
Sorry about Shock Your Mock today.
I know, Mom. How many times does she want to scold you every show? Austin.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's Oss. It's Oss. Yeah, it's not Oss. It's Oss. Come on, Oss. Come on, Oss. That's all she says. That's all she's got to say. Come
Rein
on,
it
Oss.
in.
Come on, Oss. Yeah.
Did you have to say that about Derek D's Jr. Oss?
Yeah.
Really?
She's like, did you have
Whatever.
to?
She laughed at that. My mom's got a sense of humor. She thought I was hilarious.
Oss, every time you'd call from the 40, Mom, I need a ride.
My mom offered the ride. It ain't trying to put words in my mouth. My mom offered the rides at the 40.
Okay.
She said, if you get in trouble, you need a ride, give me a call. It's called being a loving mother.
That's it.
Yeah,
She is
thank
that.
you. Yes,
She's
is.
awesome.
Yeah.
So is Stuart Weber, at least in his own mind.
He's been on for 6.5 minutes.
He's been sitting through the Cam Newton neckerchief. Oh.
Yep, been listening that whole time, guys.
Hey.
What a segment.
That was awesome. Thanks for listening.
Stuart, your thoughts about Cam Newton and the neckerchief real quick.
I haven't seen any pictures or video of it, but I'm sure he's the only one who can pull it off.
Okay.
Yeah, he probably can. How's the beard look today, Weber?
It's good. Yeah, we're good. Probably gonna be a little warm for it today in beautiful Gainesville, Florida. We're on the back of a cart here, getting a ride over to the stadium, which is pretty exciting stuff.
Wow, they give you transportation?
Jeez.
Yeah, that's new. That's new. We haven't had that before. Now they've been moving us further and further away from the stadium, so it's the natural progression that they add this in, and I love it. It's great.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, I can hear that cart. Hey, you know, Weber, you're going to have to get off the wallet, by the way, and probably tip that guy.
How many days in a row are we going to do this? At least today I'm on the air with you while you're doing it.
Oh, Stuart, come on now, man. It was all in good fun.
I was so caught off guard when I heard that because I was just, listening along and enjoying my day in the sports office, and then out of nowhere, like RKO, just bam! Done so, just like that.
All right, you're in Gainesville at the Orange and Blue game, spring game. I use in quotes. You're going to get the glorified practice from Billy Napier. What do you expect to see tonight?
It's always a question mark of what exactly a new coach is going to do with this sort of event. Because, it's different. Sometimes they don't like to show anything. Sometimes it's just that glorified practice idea. I'm very curious to see what Billy Napier does with this kind of first look at his team in the Swamp. No one has had a chance to see what his group looks like inside the stadium. So here we are getting a chance to kind of see that for the first time tonight. Under the lights on a Thursday night, changing the day a little bit. Of course, a lot of the teams in the SEC are playing on Saturday, so the Gators get the spotlight by playing tonight on Thursday.
Yeah, and I think some of that because of the Easter holiday and moving it up so the kids can see it and people can see it on campus. Listen, the Emory Jones transfers out. Richardson's the guy. I mean, are all eyes on him or are all eyes on Napier or what this thing's going to look like? Do we know what it's going to look like? What do you think Gator fans are watching, when they flip it on tonight?
Yeah, I think everybody's obviously taking a look at Anthony Richardson. He is the guy. He is the starting quarterback and the one that everyone wants to keep an eye on and see what he can do now that he has that moniker and has that title. So certainly a lot of eyes on Anthony Richardson. The thing I'm more interested in is the guys in front of him because that offensive line the last 2 years under Dan Mullen, as you know, has not exactly been terrific. So I'd like to see if there's been any gains made in that regard. Obviously, they're not going to hit the quarterback in this setting in a orange and blue, spring game. You're not going to have any live action with the quarterback, but those D linemen are going to be getting after those offensive linemen. So that's certainly something I want to keep an eye on tonight. And how Richardson looks back there in the pocket. That's a big question because this is a format where he's not going to be able to, make some of those running around type plays because, well, like I said, you're not looking for that in this format because there's no threat of you getting sacked. So I'd be curious to see how much they use him throwing it around a little bit tonight.
I would think, Weber, and you let us know if you got to go if you're getting closer to getting out and getting in there. But
I hopped off. I hopped off the cart. I'm currently by the Heisman statue.
Oh, you're good. You're right there.
Nice.
Yeah, say hi to Danny and Tim and Steve.
Yep. Steve. And Anthony's got the spot waiting for him here on the right of it.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but maybe you never know. People come out of nowhere. I wonder, I don't feel a buzz around the Gators football program. It's April. I get it. But I wonder if people are a little wait and see now because there was success with Mullen in the win-loss column, yet they couldn't sustain and they still had to make a change. This is really the fourth coach now in the last, dozen years. If you want to count Urban in there, it's fifth in the last, 13 years. Where's the Gator fan base now on this next hire and where the program's at?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And then you have to consider the fact that your arch rival just won a national championship for the first time in 40 years last year. So that certainly fires up the Bull Gators, the diehards, the ones that are chipping in quite a bit of money for this program. By the way, I don't know if you saw this week, but they had the largest single donation from a booster in program history earlier this week. I think it was $12.5 million.
Yeah, 12.6.
Hey,
yep.
Here's 12.5 to go, do some things and make our program better. That's what happened earlier this week. So certainly, that fan seems to be interested. So he'll get his name on a building though, so that's a little different. But we'll see kind of the temperature of the fans here. I think that first year you're just going to get all the optimism. Everyone's going to be behind your coach, no matter what they see. They're gonna do their best to kind of support, but the length of time that they give these coaches to make their impression is getting shorter and shorter with each new hire. And that's not just at Florida, a program that has won, national championships here in recent memory. That's all over the country. And I'm even talking about some of these schools that haven't been winning national championships. So obviously the Gators want to kind of get back to that 2007, 2009 style where they're out there winning titles. The question is, how are they going to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, of the conference, of the Georgias and the Alabamas? There's all the off-the-field stuff, which has become such a big focus, but you also have the on-the-field stuff. And hopefully they're very focused on the on-the-field stuff here tonight and let all that other stuff kind of develop over the next few months as they kind of put in that infrastructure to make sure that they have the biggest staff, the lazy river for the kids to float, and all that kind of extra stuff that is kind of become part of the game right now.
Yeah, let me leave you with that. Stuart Weber's in Gainesville, orange and blue spring game tonight, and it's a Thursday night under the lights at the Swamp. Stuart, Olivia Tassley there for Action Sports Jax, so not just jumping in here on ESPN 690, but they'll have TV coverage, CBS 47, Fox 30, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tonight. But I think you just hit something, because I think Napier is changing the game for the Florida Gators to catch up with the Georgias, the Alabamas, the LSUs, at least in the financial world. Maybe you can throw USC, Oklahoma, and other schools like that in there. And to be honest with you, the Gators weren't there. They might have been good football program, recruiting, win championships, those kind of things, but they haven't been there with those guys. They've been playing catch-up. Well, you just said it. The staff is huge for Napier. And what else Napier did is he got people to spend a ton of money on everything. And they've really refocused their efforts in that regard to go along with the standalone football facility and all the rest. You do wonder how much that will change now that they have put so much actual dollars into the football program.
Oh, yeah, and some of that stuff was already on its way when Mullen was here. You used to have the standalone practice facility, and every time we come here, it becomes more and more constructed. We drove by that a second ago in the cart when you guys were talking about my wallet. And they clearly did not have any problem opening the wallet for that facility because it is going to be top of the line and not funded by me.
That is true. Not a dollar. How much in your lifetime have you given back to the University of Florida, your alma mater?
That's a good question. Careful now, Stuart.
I've done a few things with the College of Journalism, not with the actual university though. Just the programs that I know where the money's directly going to go to the people who are trying to get to where we are today.
But when you say you did a few things, did you retweet them? Or what did you do? Did you actually donate, or did you just give them a little retweet?
I have donated both time and resources.
Okay.
Hey, I like it.
Time and resources. So you retweeted them.
Well, listen, he's only in his early 30s here. I mean,
sure.
He's not in a position to be donating millions yet.
Okay. Yeah, but every little bit helps, Brent.
It's true.
I mean, students need pencils.
Hey, Weber, appreciate jumping in. Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690. Sorry to leave you hanging. And I hope you enjoy the free food in the press box.
That's where we're going next, and we'll see if they have any neckerchiefs for us up there. We'll find out.
Thanks, man. We'll see you on TV tonight.
You got it.
CBS 47, Fox 30. Poor Weber. He didn't even blindside him.
We did, yeah, a little bit. It was a firing squad. Sorry, Stuart.
By the way, so I sent this picture out on Twitter. Weber was waiting in the car when he calls in, right?
Yeah.
And then they obviously had that transportation vehicle come over. We're sitting here talking about Cam Newton's neckerchief for 6 minutes, and then he gets on the cart right when we want him. So he's probably really mad at us.
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, literally spent 6 minutes talking about Fred from Scooby-Doo. The real hard-hitting stuff on ESPN 690.
While Weber stayed in the back of the trunk trying to do a phone interview
Poor
with
dude.
Us. But anyway, TV coverage tonight of the Gators. I think spring games are so stupid.
Yeah.
I really do. I think they are so. There's no harm in them.
Yeah.
But this whole, I wish somebody would change the name. I think they kind of, it feels like they almost have, like the orange and blue. They've been doing that. But if you call it a game, don't call it a game anymore.
What do you want them to call it?
Well, it's like the
Scrimmage?
Jags. Remember the Jags called it scrimmage?
Yeah.
They should. We do this in August, too.
Yeah.
Don't call it a scrimmage anymore. It's not.
What do you want to call it then? Huh?
Yeah, but the worst thing to do is in any of this, I'm not just specific to the Jags here, but the worst thing to do is overpromise and underdeliver.
Sure.
It's not a game. It's not a scrimmage. Like, they're not. They're practices. They're like, come see us under the lights. Just put that. Come see us under the lights.
I mean,
come to the swamp.
Yeah, but they do like live stuff, don't they, at the Jaguar scrimmages?
I mean, like 4 plays.
Okay,
Same
that's
thing
still
you get in
live.
practice.
I mean, okay.
You don't remember last year? Everybody was there. Urban Meyer said, we're not going to show too much. Yeah. And they literally handed it off. They took 4 steps. Everybody booed.
I was gone for that. That like a fight or something?
You might have, actually.
I don't know.
It was horrible.
I didn't go to that.
It was the worst thing I've ever been to.
I don't know. I might have been some wrestling on or something. Who knows? Not a scrimmage. Who
like
cares?
9 a.m., but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I just think.
Where was I?
Hey, by the way.
Where was I?
Hey, that was the other thing about Urban's.
9 a.m.?
It was like 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
Cry me a river. Try having practice at 9 p.m. at night with Jack Del Rio and then get back to me.
Well, I'm telling you, for the fans and stuff, who plays a game at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Do the fans
So
want
it's
to go watch a
definitely not
practice at 9 o'clock at night when they have to work tomorrow morning? Probably not either.
Well, how about just do it on Saturday at 9 o'clock at night?
Oh, no. We have practice every day, Casey, at 9 o'clock at night during training camp.
Okay, perfect. Schedule the scrimmage on Saturday.
It's horrible.
Bro, we woke up at 9. We woke up earlier than 9 a.m. to watch the Jags literally stretch.
No, you did.
Okay.
No, and by the way, I can tell you this for a fact. That was all Urban, and they tried to get him to do it on a Saturday night because they wanted to do it for the fans. On
He wasn't having it though, huh?
And it was one of the early signs of Urban, really. But I mean, 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
Did you see Urban Meyer on TMZ?
I didn't. I saw he was on a show where he said the whole Aaron Donald thing was not real. Yeah. And he's also, I guess he is going to go back to Fox right away. Fox is like, yeah, sure, come on back.
I mean, why not?
But what do you do on TMZ?
Oh, no, the TMZ report is saying
that same thing.
He knew who Aaron Donald was.
Yeah, yeah.
Which bums
by
me
the
out
way,
now.
I mean, I kind of believe him there.
Well, you think he knows who Aaron Donald was?
I think somebody took that. Listen, there's not a lot of defending of Urban, but I think someone took that and ran with it.
Okay.
Like if he said it kind of kidding around or something, I think they took it and ran.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to have something over Aaron Donald.
He doesn't know what Aaron Donald. Listen, I don't know a lot
Phoenix
about
Cardinals,
movies
though.
and stuff, and I know Tom Cruise is.
Yeah, but you didn't know who Daniel Day-Lewis was.
Well, that's a fair point. I did.
So
that's true.
You just kind of bared yourself a little bit.
That's true.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't know Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's got a lot more Oscars than Tom Cruise does.
Does he?
He's gotta. Yeah. Come on, Brett.
What movie did I watch recently? Daniel Day-Lewis.
Unbelievable.
He was
dude.
great.
I can't. There will be blood.
There will be blood.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, remember that little indie jam?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Okay.
That was really good.
Yeah, for sure. Did you watch Whiplash yet?
No, I haven't.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, I'm giving you recommendations.
That's the drummer one, right?
And you're not taking them.
Yeah, I got to do that.
I'm giving you recommendations, but you ain't taking them.
We'll be back. Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert Forecast on ESPN 690.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening. Just an isolated shower, a rumble of thunder. Most spots are dry. Overnight, we drop down to the lower to mid-60s. Partly to mostly cloudy for Friday. Some inland afternoon showers and thunderstorms with an onshore wind developing. They press inland with time. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Biedenball.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. Don't miss the buy one, get one free on wedding band event going on now through April 24th.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000, and take back control of your life.
Office in Jacksonville. Now is the time to get an estimate on replacement windows. American Window Products of Jacksonville is a high-volume dealer offering a huge selection of products to keep your costs low. New windows from American Window Products can lower your energy costs and increase your curb appeal and security, all without breaking the bank. Call American Window Products for a free estimate at 904-667-0873 or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
Just be laid back. Community First makes smarter borrowing simple so you can relax, knowing your loan fits your life and your budget. Apply at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Transmission problems? Call Action Transmission Specialists on Merrill Road, where you get the work done right the first time by the experts. I'm Robin Sidbury, the owner. Our techs can service all makes and models, and we provide a nationwide warranty, so you have the peace of mind knowing we solve your transmission troubles fairly and honestly and guaranteed nationwide. Call us at Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road, where quality counts. Get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carrie, can you make sure Ada's cleaned up?
Restaurant Week has Sanjay's tables jam-packed.
Somebody please refill the...
He needs more servers to keep these new customers coming back.
Let's keep these tables turning as fast as possible, okay? Gonna need to hustle.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you think all premium fuels are the same? Well, your engine doesn't. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus helps keep your engine running like new because it's engineered to defend against 4 main engine threats: gunk, wear, corrosion, and friction. So next time, choose Shell's most advanced fuel ever. It's fuel for thought. In engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage? Keep your engine at its best with clean oil from Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic. Got an older vehicle? Use Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic High Mileage. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life oil filter for only $35.99. Get what you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,000 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Get Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Get Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make $200 to $300 this year.
Wow! Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Get Upside app now.
Download the free Get Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code BEND. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code BEND for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code BEND for a $5 bonus.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
God, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now.
Ooma.
What is that? Meditation?
I'm recommending Ooma and their all-in-one phone, video, and collaboration solution.
Ooma?
Yep. Switching to Ooma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Now you're feeling it. Visit Ooma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Ooma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
ESPN 690 just wrote a check for another $1,000. It's the payroll payout, and you can be cashing in on any one of the 5 chances we're giving you every weekday. Listen at 8 a.m., 10, noon, 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. for your shot. This is a nationwide contest. Message and data rates apply. Get the complete rules now at ESPN690.com.
If you tell me that Ben Simmons can give them 10 minutes and build in a buffer of maybe a few dozen possessions of improved defense, that could turn things for them. Whether he can do that, whether or not they wouldn't just hack a Ben and put him on the line, because that's something that I think would prevent him from playing late in games right now until he proved he could do it. And that would be a tough position to put him in. I mean, that's the first thing I think the Celtics would do, you know, as soon as they saw Ben Simmons active, is to get their hack a Ben strategy ready. But, I mean, I can't deny that difference, that injection of defensive playmaking could be a difference maker.
Come on, you know that.
Someone from the sports reporters, because they sound old. Who is Bob Ryan? Bob Ryan of the sports reporters.
Bob Ryan,
that's
good.
That was this past Sunday.
That
was from the sports reporters and Bob Ryan.
That's a big pull, but no.
He did basketball too.
That's LeBron's guy.
Who's that? Okay. So you know what you're talking about, though. At least I gave a name.
That's Wizenhorst.
Wilbon?
Well, something Horst.
Michael
something. That's correct.
It is. God, Bob doing so bad with names today.
Not Bob, but
Brian Windhorst.
There you go.
You can't give him the point, though.
What do you mean I can't give him a point?
You can't give him the point.
He didn't tell me.
This is like Jeopardy. You can't just say whatever you want to say. You either say it or you get buzzed.
Listen,
you got buzzed.
This game is like the golf picks, man. It's over.
You got buzzed.
Oh,
yeah, the golf picks have been over. I mean, how's my guy doing?
Wait a minute.
Is your guy doing good
all right today?
Shane Lowry in second.
What
you mean?
Nice
that's pretty impressive. How's my guy doing?
I don't know. I ain't seen your boys anywhere. Either of y'all. My boy's on the first page of the leaderboard.
Casey,
you guys are somewhere else.
Who'd I pick again?
Scott Piercy.
That's right. Mr. Cancelism himself.
That's him.
Yep.
Scott Piercy. Brent Martineau, Austin Lane, Casey Kurtz. We were just talking about you got
who did you have? I'm trying to see the scores, Brent. This is important. This is
Maverick McNeely.
Top Gun, Maverick McNeely.
Okay, I'll look those up real quick here.
We were just talking about this in the break. The rich could get richer in the NFL, right? The Rams, this came out a couple days ago, but Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah,
might
just
be
stop L.A., you know.
But I heard Indianapolis, too.
Okay, good. Well, no, that's not good because then he's going to play in the AFC South.
I mean, why on Gilmore is he still out there? Do people think he's lost it a little bit? His best football's behind him? I mean,
he could be asking for too much.
Are we talking about Richard Sherman kind of guy? Like where, he was great, but he's just a guy now?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the Patriots said, okay, see you later, and they weren't wrong. Mm-hmm. And Carolina picked him up. It's like, yeah, it's a good get. And then it's not like they re-signed him or anything. And now he's on the market. And I always think it's interesting. Veteran guy on the market. He might be just taking his time. Matthew, right?
Yep.
Another guy. I think he can still play. He's like 30. I have no reason to believe Gilmore is like got nothing left or not near or just a shell of himself.
No, I mean, how did he do last year in Carolina? I felt like he did all right. I mean, Carolina had a top 3 defense, so he had to do okay.
But nobody's
he had
like
a couple picks.
That's a premier position now. I get Tyrann Mathieu. I understand a little bit more. It's like where you're fit and how much you're going to pay for that position.
Oh, yeah. I mean, his pro PFF score was fine. Yes, Stephon Gilmore still got some left in the tank.
So maybe you're right. Maybe he wants a little too much. But, well, if he wants too much, he ain't going the Rams, most likely.
Yeah, but maybe
he would have to settle there.
But maybe he wants on a Super Bowl contending team. Maybe that's the case,
And then it might not be about money at all. It's like
just the right fit situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my goodness, I mean, the defense potentially in L.A.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Not just the Rams, the Chargers.
True.
I mean, think about the defensive players in that city. They actually would outshine potentially the offensive guys. They have quarterbacks Matthew Stafford and Justin Herbert. And the defensive guys might be bigger studs.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That never happens.
I mean, it never happens. But, like, top to bottom, man, like, in terms of the roster, it's 2 stacked teams. Now injuries do happen, and hopefully they don't happen so much to the Chargers because I feel like they've been snake bit the past couple of years. But if those guys can stay healthy, you got 2, at least once again, on paper, very dominant teams.
Yeah, so Gilmore's still out there. Free agency has been slow for some of those guys. I think it does happen with the veterans, and maybe we'll see. Will we see movement in the draft in terms of trades? The idea that, like, could DK Metcalf move on draft day? I don't think we see a lot of that. We already saw New Orleans and Philadelphia swap like just 2 weeks ago. That was like a month before the draft by the calendar, right?
Yep.
Well, in the NBA, you get a lot of movement like on the day before or the day of.
Yep.
You don't see that in the NFL very much, I don't think. I don't recall any of these big trades. Usually it's right around the start of the league year so people can put their whole plan together. I still wonder, though, if out there for Lockett, Metcalf, those kind of players, maybe somebody else we're missing because it's been such a volatile year. If we get some more movement on that draft day than maybe we're used to.
It's not a bad call. I mean, see, to me, like I'm trying to figure out what the Seahawks are really trying to do.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
they just signed Geno Smith, by the way. 1 year, $7 million.
I know.
$7 million for Geno Smith. And Blake Bortles can't get a backup job for like $1 million?
It's ridiculous. Because, like, I see the Seahawks, and you look at the division they play, and I get it's not all about the division, but it is about the division here. I'm not sure what the odds are of them to win the division, but it's not good, right? So if you look at the roster, you say, okay, we are definitely right now in rebuilding mode, right? We have a lot of the holes to fill here. And, like, if you can get some draft capital by trading away a Lockett, I mean, I get you don't want to probably trade away DK Metcalf because he seems to be the future, right? I mean, you kind of maybe did take a gamble on him a little bit because people were very, including myself, were very judging in terms of what a shuttle was and how great of an NFL receiver he's going to be. Well, he's a top 10 guy for sure, maybe top 8, and could be a top 5 receiver down the line. So, like, I think you're going to try to keep him. But, like, I just see the Seahawks, and you're in the rebuilding phase right now. And if you're in the rebuilding phase, well, then your primary goal has to try to get draft capital and try to save money a little bit. And I think trading Tyler Lockett could be that thing.
There is a part of me, I do believe this, that maybe it would have been better if Pete Carroll just retired. And so then they could start. I think it puts him in a tricky spot. Does he want to rebuild, or does he want to go, hey, let's see if we can quick fix this thing and go for it? And I think if he would have just walked away along with Russell Wilson, it might have been a smoother transition to do what you want to do, need to do, might be the best thing to do for down the road in Seattle.
But see, this is the thing about coaches, though, Brent, is that they love a challenge.
Yeah, I agree.
We could sit here and say that if Brady didn't come back, Bruce Arians might still be the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they like a challenge. They want to showcase their skills and say, okay, well, we lost Russell Wilson, right? No one's counting on us right now, but give me 1 or 2 or 3 years and watch what I do. Like, I'm that great of a coach. That's where ego comes into play. That's where ego comes into play more than anything, is when a coach can look at a team and say, I get it. We're not that great on paper right now. We had a rough season, but watch what I do next, right? That's what Doug Peterson's talking about right now. That's what all these coaches are talking about who had a losing season last year. So I get why Pete Carroll came back, but also I wonder if the Seahawks do struggle a little bit, and all of a sudden they're like the Seahawks of the old, the Dave Craig Seahawks, if you will, it begs the question of that, well, then when is Pete Carroll going to maybe respectfully bow out, or they force him out?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is a performance-based business. Doesn't matter what you've done. It matters what you're doing right now.
It might be hard to force him out given what he's done there, and so that makes it a little bit more difficult, but it could certainly happen.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Captain Rick Rouse, Florida Sportsman Fisher Report here on a Thursday. Captain Rick, what's happening?
Hey, how we doing, Brent? Hey, Brent, who's the greatest Seahawk quarterback in history?
I think he just said, well, Russell Wilson now, but Dave Craig is, I think he just said.
You say Dave Craig?
Better than Jim Zorn?
Yeah, well, probably Zorn would win the day. Did Zorn, was he also a guy that ended up going to Congress or Senate, or was that just Largent?
I think it was just Largent. I don't think Zorn did, but you probably know more about that than I do. I do know a little bit about fishing today, though, and that's a good thing. It's been pretty rough offshore, and the trolling out of the Gulf Stream is very, very poor for this time of year. The Jody Lynn 2 was on the troll out there yesterday, one king mackerel, and that was it. Today, both the Jody Lynn's bottom fish, they did fine on vermilion snapper, triggerfish, and even a mutton snapper or two, but not much on the troll at all. You get closer to shore, lots of cobia on our beaches, but they're small. Almost all of them are under the 33-inch minimum. I know Captain Roger Walker day before yesterday ended up throwing back a dozen of them, unable to get his legal fish. So that's it's a lot of fun to catch them, but you got to watch that size limit. Don't get caught with one undersized. Inshore, everything's great. The reds are biting very, very well, and the flounder have shown up well. The flounder are now in the main river as well as in the creeks of the intercoastal. So that's a pretty solid fishery going on right now. I think Saturday's going to be the day for the diehards that want to go try the blue water trolling. It looks like it's going to be pretty calm then. Not too breezy until then. You'll be able to get offshore, but it's going to be a little bit choppy. But you can count on one thing. We'll be back tomorrow to give you an update on it with another fishing report brought to you by Workman's Quick Fix Plumbing and CSS Landscaping. Thank you, boys.
Thanks, Captain Rick. Captain Rick Rouse, Florida Sportsman Fishing Report, each every day, Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690. I'll have to look up Jim Zorn, Dave Craig numbers.
Yeah.
I wonder how close they really are. Iola, Scandinavia, Wisconsin, pride of.
Yeah, for sure.
Does he come back and do parades and stuff?
Dave?
Yeah.
No. Dave chalked the deuce and said, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Living in
They
Seattle.
didn't even get a
still.
sign that says like home of Dave Craig or
Really?
anything.
Nothing?
Nah.
You
His
got one
jersey's
of
not
those?
even. No, but I think my jersey's hanging up in like the gymnasium.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's whatever. It's cool. But now they have Christian Welch, who plays for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why can't we say home of NFL players, Christian Welch and Austin Lane? And Dave Craig.
Yeah. See, like, it's weird because
it's kind of cool, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I know, man. It's like, but like, see, Dave like moved when he was like super young, so
Okay.
like they claimed him until they didn't claim him.
I got
you know. So
yeah, one of those that
yeah.
happens.
But it's like it's all we had for a while.
Yeah,
so,
that happens though.
Yeah,
you got to claim who you can claim.
I think he also leads the league in interception like history. I guess it's Brett Favre now, but like he had a lot of interceptions. I remember. I remember like people talking about that. Like
I remember him, Largent, and Kurt Warner from those Seattle days.
Yeah,
and that was about it.
But I mean, how many towns of 1,300 have 3 NFL players?
That's what I'm saying, man. This should be a sign.
Yeah.
I mean, Yulee has home of Derrick Henry, as they should.
Yeah. And that's way bigger than Iowa, Scandinavia.
We'll be back. Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690. Put a bow on the show. Thanks for listening, Pearl. It's a good time to swoop with the UNF Ospreys. The men's and women's golf teams ranked in the top 50 in the country. Baseball and softball in the middle of ASUN play. The softball team, by the way, will host the ASUN tourney in May. UNFospreys.com to find the schedules for all the action. Catch the latest stories and results, too, for all the spring sports at UNFospreys.com. Men's and women's tennis with some fantastic play of late. Beach volleyball in action, along with track and field. It's always a good time to swoop with the Ospreys at UNFospreys.com.
People often ask me, how much money do I have to pay you up front to be my personal lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. What about a slip and fall or car crash case? Free unless we win.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Spring deals can't be stopped with 2.9% APR on the all-new 3-row 2022 MDX SUV. Get top dollar for your trade and upgrade to the all-new MDX. First Coast AcuraDealers.com. Excludes Type S Edition.
If you're like me, you're getting a little older and, well, you can feel it. Sometimes you need that back adjusted, maybe a little bit of massage therapy as well. 904 Chiropractic and Injury Center is the place I go. If you need a wellness consultation to even protect from injury, you can do all of that and more at 904 Chiropractic and Injury Center. 3 locations on the south side in St. Augustine and the newest location on the west side. If you've had a personal injury due to an accident, look up 904chiro.com. If you need massage therapy or an adjustment, just look up 904chiro.com. This year, CGC Water Treatment is celebrating 75 years in business. Put their experience to work for you, like my family did. Discover how good your water can be with a new Connecticut softener and drinking water system. Connecticut's twin tank, non-electric softeners are the most efficient softeners available, and their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. That's clean water. If you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Call today and save hundreds on a new Connecticut system. Financing available with approved credit. And because the professionals at CGC Water are committed to being your go-to water experts, you can trust their master plumber with all your plumbing needs as well. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. I'm a proud customer of many years of CGC Water Treatment, and they are proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. CGC Water Treatment, your local independent Connecticut dealer.
Hi, I'm Pauline Savigny, owner of Grace Aerospace and a hyper-connected mentoring graduate of the Jacksonville Women's Business Center. Being a member of Jack's Chamber and involved with JWBC has provided me with many great new relationships. Success doesn't come without strong support, and the people of JWBC have provided exactly that. JWBC furthers my confidence in that deliverance by providing a strong group of women business leaders to connect with, learn from, and lean on. For more information, visit jackschamberfoundation.org.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good, really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless, now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Home. They say it's where the heart is. They also say it's wherever you make it. They don't say it's where you unload your stuff, get tired halfway through unpacking, use some boxes as furniture, realize your oven mitt's in a box that doubles as a nightstand, don't want to buy a new nightstand, and use a towel as an oven mitt instead. But no matter where you call home, Geico makes it easy to bundle and save on renters and car insurance. Easier than grabbing a piping hot pan with a towel that's a bit too thin and trying to quickly get it to the counter. Ooh, hot, 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 hot.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen to ESPN 690 anytime, anywhere, on any device. Whether you're at home or on the go, get the latest on the Jags, FSU, the Jumbo Shrimp, and Action Sports Jacks on Odyssey.com. That's AUDACY.com or on ESPN690.com.
A few minutes to go here, Action Sports Shacks on ESPN 690, quickly followed by Action Sports Shacks OT with Casey Kurtz, Brian Middleton, and then the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp out in Durham, North Carolina. Try to win game number 2 of the year. Mentioned earlier, Jacksonville Icemen have clinched the 3rd spot in the ECHL playoffs, the 3rd seed. And also tonight we have Florida Gators Orange and Blue spring game. Stuart Weber, Olivia Tassley down there for Action Sports Shacks. Stuart just talked about that with us here on the show, and he will have plenty of coverage on TV, CBS 47 and Fox 30. So we are all over the place here on this Thursday. Plenty going on as we are now 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. You can always go back and listen to the show, Action Sports Shacks, on ESPN 690 YouTube channel. Subscribe, and also on the podcast, subscribe. And we talked a lot today about what they could do with that number 1 overall pick. What would be a surprise with that number 1 overall pick? Is it boom or bust on a lot of these, or are they all safe picks that the Jags could end up getting? And how much confidence is there in Doug Peterson and Trent Baalke to make these selections? So a lot of that discussion, plus a shock your mock you don't want to miss. Well, it featured adult film music.
I mean, say it with the chest, Brent. You know?
Hey,
let them know about it.
You remember that thing we were talking about during Shock Your Mock, the legume or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm putting that in the podcast right now. Can you spell it for me, please?
Legume.
See, Brent's learning.
Leg. Okay. Thank you.
UME.
Thank you.
And that is a big debate on the show, actually. Is a pistachio a nut or a seed?
Yeah.
And it's still debatable.
I think it's a legume.
It's a legume, which would be more of a seed.
It's more of a seed. Yeah.
Yet they are advertised as nuts.
Culture on ESPN 690. Yeah, they are advertised. Are they advertised as nuts?
They are. Pistachio nuts.
From who?
Google that.
I mean, I can Google
like
a lot
John
of
Cena
things.
as the elephant in those commercials.
It says it right on the package.
Yeah. No, it's showing me the Carfax. I don't believe you.
Go look up.
Pistachio. So like the brand, because there's only one brand of pistachios, right?
No.
Well, but there's one big brand. It's pistachio.
That might be it. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I go to Costco and I get whatever pistachios. I don't know if that's a different brand.
Well,
than the
I'm
one
just
you get in
saying
other
there's
places.
one commercial that has pistachios, and that's like the you know.
Do you like
the big dog?
pistachios?
Who doesn't like pistachios?
Do you like pistachio ice cream?
I'm all set there.
I love pistachio ice cream.
I'm all set there. Yeah, see, it doesn't say nuts. It just says roasted and salted. Wonderful. Pistachios.
Oh, wonderful. That is the newer brand of it. Yeah.
Oh, so this is a newer one?
Well,
Is
no,
that
that's
where-
like
is
the
that- here
big-
come the excuses.
No, like big brand. I told you this
Okay.
before. I think we've had this pistachio discussion. Not this one.
Yeah.
But I used to eat the red pistachios
So,
as a kid.
If it makes you feel any better, the Fit Nut, it says. The fuel your fitness with the Fit Nut.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah, but like, you know.
Is that
That's
more
just
of a
branding.
marketing
Yeah,
thing?
that's
Is
marketing.
it better to eat a nut than a seed?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, just because it's on the brand doesn't, I mean, I'm not buying into that.
Also, big ear on the show on the feed today. We had plenty of action on the YouTube.
Yeah, Brett went after somebody.
Yeah, and but Darrell?
I would say Daria, Alabama.
Sure.
Well, it's AL.
Said boycott Brent.
Yeah, man.
So is he saying Brent boycott
You're on one today.
the rest of these guys, or does he want me to be boycotted?
First of all, you ain't gonna boycott me and Casey, right? Because if you're Kevin Durant, I'm Kyrie. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Who's Casey gonna be then?
Listen.
Yeah, sorry, dude. That was bad.
I'm
No,
not Ben Simmons.
No.
Listen,
no.
I
That's
looked.
Kuz.
I looked deep. Yeah, that's true.
He's missing.
I saw him twice today. But
shots fired.
I looked deep into the Nets box score, and I'm okay with being Bruce Brown. He played 40 minutes as well.
Okay. Casey's Bruce Brown.
Nobody knows the name, but holding everything together.
There you go. Underrated, man. You're the glue, baby.
I'm Kyrie, baby.
Flat
Flat Earth all
Elmers,
day.
you know what I'm saying?
That Elmers? Yeah.
Good thing you're allowed in.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Vaccination or not.
I went to Duke, man. I can say whatever I want to say. It's prestigious.
By the way, the person that you're talking about that is trying to boycott you, which, it is what it is, loyal listener to Action Sports Jack's Overtime. So.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
It's coming up, baby.
Is this your burner?
No.
All right.
A contributor on YouTube today, and you can keep that up because Action Sports Jack's OT is on the way with Brian Middleton, Casey Kurtz, and join them until the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp tonight on ESPN 690. We got a Friday heading into the weekend on an Easter weekend coming up tomorrow. We will be back at 3 p.m. tomorrow inside 2 weeks to the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Thankfully. Mercy.
Couldn't come quickly. Yeah, but we got plenty of shocking mocks today, thankfully. So
Well, we
it's
got a
going
lot
to be
of shocking of the mock.
Yeah.
That's
we should
still
just
to
do
come.
one. I know this would kill you, literally, but
Yeah.
we should just
One
do
an
one.
hour?
No, just one full
just the
day.
whole show?
We get done with one, we break, we come back, another one.
I don't think my heart can take that.
That was an eye roll.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think my heart can take
Honestly,
that case.
I'm just trying to get the people in.
I know you can have a championship fight in the cage.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
5 rounds.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you got the stamina to do a whole show of shock your mock.
Now he's calling you out. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to prove him
it's
wrong.
challenging. You all want to do it for a day and see what you guys can do?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't.
Well, then don't call me out, though, then, huh?
I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not
Okay.
calling you out. I'm just telling
Okay.
you I don't think you can do it.
Well, that's calling somebody out. I'm not doing it. No, my heart can't handle it.
Yeah.
I have a family.
Hey, go enjoy that family.
I will. Thank you.
See you all tomorrow at 3 p.m. Action Sports Jack's OT is up next.
I wanna
It's no secret that DIY security systems are a joke, and no self-respecting crook pays attention to them. Most police departments don't either. SafeTouch security systems are the most advanced systems offered, and this starts with every SafeTouch system being professionally designed using layers of protection. To start with, the SafeTouch yard sign. It represents the only guaranteed response in the industry. The next is the SafeTouch perimeter guard cameras using analytics and text video notification. You know before the crime actually happens. And there's 24/7 onboard video storage. But it doesn't stop there. SafeTouch's always-on feature means that if anyone tries to violate your area of protection, SafeTouch is notified before they even enter the house. It's called the Dome of Protection. If they're crazy enough to enter the home, SafeTouch's two-way communicator has them on an average of 11 seconds, eliminating the need for call verification and sending emergency help immediately. All this costs less than you think. Call for your free estimate and demonstration today. 888-723-8682. SafeTouch.com. State license number EF0000233.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done. And you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Grainger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
What's up? It's Casey of Action Sports Jax, and the local coverage on ESPN 690 is expanding yet again. After Action Sports Jax on ESPN 690, we have been bringing you overtime on Mondays and Thursdays, but that has now changed. You can catch Brian Middleton and myself daily after Action Sports Jax and leading you into Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. So starting at 3 p.m. daily, we will have local coverage all night from Action Sports Jax to OT to Jumbo Shrimp Baseball, all right here on ESPN 690.
Broadcasting live from the ESPN 690 Anajar and Levine studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. ESPN 690. Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, a Cox Media Group station.
The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reports the Seahawks are finalizing a one-year contract extension for quarterback Geno Smith that's worth up to $7 million. He's been a backup for Seattle for the last 2 years. The last two spots for the first round of the NBA playoffs will be settled tomorrow night. Both games on ESPN Radio. The Cavaliers host the Hawks. The Clippers host the Pelicans. Even though he hasn't played this season, ESPN's Brian Windhorst believes the Pels should hold on to Zion Williamson.
Look, I know that Zion and the relationship with the team has gone ice cold and red hot at times. I would absolutely not move on from that guy. He's a guy who averaged 27 points and 61% shooting last year. That is Shaquille O'Neal level type stuff.
Brian Windhorst on KJ and Max. Ukraine will play its rescheduled World Cup playoff against Scotland on June 1st. The winner of that match plays Wales 4 days later for a spot in World Cup Group B with Team USA, England, and Iran.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Here we go. The Lightning Edition. Action Sports Jacks Overtime on ESPN 690. 20 minutes from now, Jumbo Shrimp Baseball will hand it off to them in Durham. Looking for some wins, and a lot of them. Shrimp not off to the greatest start. Couple of wins under their belt. But as they say in baseball, it's a long season. Some would say much too long. I would also say much too long. Very long season. But nonetheless, we will get to them in about 20 minutes' time. So until then, you got Brian Middleton on the ones and twos. Casey Kurtz rocking with you as well. Brian Middleton, we got to get into it quick. You presented me a couple of topics. We got the NBA play-in to talk about a little bit. Nick Saban, though, you shared with me some comments Nick Saban made about college football and the future of it. We like college football on this program. So if you could, let the people know a little bit of your takeaways about what Coach Saban had to say and just in general what he had to say if you missed it.
Yeah, well, it was an article that I just came across, and actually I saw something from Coach Saban a couple of days ago as well, so I'm not sure if this was the same, like maybe presser or press conference or something like that of that nature, but he just shared some comments about the direction of college football in conjunction with the new transfer portal and NIL deals, trying to mesh that all together, and what that looks like for the future of college football. Now, some of the comments that he did make basically said, let me see if I can find one right here, where he would prefer his school, Alabama, to guarantee a set amount of money for every player who plays for the Crimson Tide. And I've heard other coaches say something along those lines as well. Dabo Swinney even talked about potentially the top 50 teams breaking away and making a whole new conference. Yeah. As opposed to having 120 teams or however many. I never get the exact number down, but somewhere the whole 100, and basically go back to the days of the FCS and the FBS. That's basically what you'd be doing. But it's so interesting in all of their comments, whether it be Lane Kiffin or Dabo Swinney or Coach Saban, you hear the element of, I'm okay with them getting money. I'm okay with the players getting money, right? But we got to do something to get these NIL deals under control, which is interesting to hear from some of the top coaches, right?
Sure.
But in my head, I'm like, bro, that's what we've been crying about for the past 30 years, 40 years, at least the last 20 years. Ed O'Bannon single-handedly messed up NCAA college football for me, and rightfully so, because people were using his image and likeness in a college basketball game. I don't know who bought EA Sports College Basketball, but they used his likeness in it. He's one of the few or early collegiate students, former student athletes that started this ball rolling, and good for him. But to hear the coaches now, and hear the big-name coaches, and I assume that this is also people in the administration and athletic directors would feel the same way, say, you know what, we need to just basically, either get a rein in on the NIL deals, or let's just go ahead and have a set amount for the students above and beyond just the scholarship, like the room and board. I'm like, that's what we've been talking about. So now you want to do it? The players, listen here, players.
Okay.
Bleed them dry. Make them hurt. If you're going to go ahead and sign away your rights, because in the article,
Yep.
There's one point about that too. Like, well, why don't you sign away your NIL rights for the assurance that you get a certain amount of money, a stipend basically, for that semester for however long you're on scholarship. I'm like, bleed them dry. I wouldn't do it. I want NCAA college football so badly, right? And I thought that this might be the actual deal that starts rolling down that way. But students, you have got equal footing now. You finally got equal footing. Do not give it up that easily. I just think it's interesting. I like Coach Saban. I like the fact that he said this out loud, and it's one of the things that I brought to you, and I'll quit rambling. I'm going to throw it back to you now.
Okay.
But I just want to hear your thoughts on that. Do you agree with Coach Saban that, one, that there needs to be some type of council or some type of over-governing body over NIL deals? And then do you agree with Coach Sweeney? And I don't want to misquote him, but he basically said we may need to just break away and actually have, another league, another division of the top teams.
Yeah. So in terms of that, Dabo Sweeney, the comment, he said he's in favor of a complete blow-up, and he said, I think you'll have 40 to 50 teams and a commissioner, and here are the rules. So that's what Dabo Sweeney said. Look, I think pretty much we've all talked about it, that they're probably going to have to do something, right, to just oversee everything. And I think that's pretty much what's going to have to happen. But I don't necessarily disagree with Nick Saban in terms of, like, everybody. It's such a weird spot. Like, it's such a weird spot because you want all the student athletes to be able to get what they deserve and, make some form of money off of it. But then, like, and he goes into a comment about the NFL, by the way, in here, but it goes into the NFL, like, Matthew Stafford doesn't get paid the same as, like, the offensive line. It just doesn't happen. So it's hard in those NIL deal situations where, sure, if you have a set amount that everybody can make and all that, well, like, Bryce Young's leaving money on the table when an offensive lineman is getting maybe more than he would have got. So it's such a weird situation in terms of that. And then in terms of the 40 to 50 teams, like, I'm not in favor of it, but, like, let's be honest, there's only 4 teams that can win. Like, if I said right now, Brian Middleton, who can win the championship next year, like, how many teams can you realistically say? Georgia, Alabama, the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears, that's 3. I mean, I'll throw it. I know Clemson can't, but I'll throw them in just because of what they've been.
Okay, all right.
So, like, I'm stretching for, like, 4. You know what I mean? Like, there's only a couple teams that can actually win the championship. So would it be the worst thing to, like, break off? Like, yes, it would be bad for those lower level schools. I understand that. But I'm not going to sit here and tell Dabo Sweeney he's wrong on that. Like, he has a point. There's 50 teams that can compete with each other, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't think he's that wrong. But in terms of the money part of it, I think, to your point, everybody deserves a little bit. You got to, how will they regulate it? Who knows? But I will agree with you in terms of where is the NCAA football? That was a quality game. College basketball as well. By the way, you might not even know about this. They used to have NCAA baseball. EA Sports, it's in the game.
Ooh, that was what? Was that like a plus disc that would add on to the game? You didn't actually, like, buy that game, did you?
Oh,
NCAA
no, you did.
baseball?
Oh, yeah, there was a guy from Texas on the cover. Get this, it was actually called, this is all straight off the dome. I'm looking it up right now, but it was called Road to Omaha, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's pretty dope. And, like, I remember playing a college basketball game one time.
Yep.
I don't remember what year it was, and it was fine, right? But, I mean, it was all about NCAA football.
Facts.
Casey, just to go back and just to beat a dead horse again, don't come at me, Peter. Here's the deal. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. That popped into my head when you started talking again. And these student athletes are the rabbits, and it's a hypothetical gun because I don't want anybody to take this out of context. But, like, all the power has been concentrated with the NCAA and, honestly, with the coaches, right? And I think that there are plenty of coaches. I don't know Coach Saban or any of these, top coaches at these big programs. I am sure that they care about plenty of kids as long as they help them to win. And I don't mean to sound so callous, but ultimately they're the big names because they keep winning, right? Not because they care about their students and get them through college or get them to the NFL, even though that is a part of their job, at least on the, the job description.
Yeah.
And so the power structure has been set up in a way for so long. But once that portal opened up, I was like, uh-oh. Now that's going to change some things right there. That's going to put things on even ground just a bit. And then when this NIL deal, this thing passed, I think it passed out in California first. I think something happened in California, and I was like, I remember being in a group chat with a lot of my boys. Some of them played like college basketball. Some of them played college football.
You can group chat with Android, like green text?
Hey, man, and it turns blue when they, when they have one themselves. So here's the deal. I think that finally the rabbit has the gun, and I think that it's making a lot of people uncomfortable. Yes, it's kind of the Wild West, but I think this more so is coming from a place of selfishness as opposed to, I just want to make sure that the integrity of the game, let's break away with the 40 or 50 people. Dabo wasn't saying this 3 years ago. He didn't say, unless I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, y'all tweet us at the Broadcast Dawn or at Casey Kurtz or at K Kurtz, on Twitter. By all means, let me know. But Dabo wasn't saying none of this when he won that championship, when he was up in there topping Alabama or losing to Alabama. I didn't hear nothing about let's break away. It was all about lifting up the trophy. All of a sudden,
it's true.
We got a portal. Kids getting some money. They don't necessarily need you per se to do something under the table or the boosters. Not saying Clemson does. I'm just saying that everybody does it. And now all of a sudden, let's break away. Now all of a sudden, let's have a governing body. I'm cool with they're getting their money. No, bleed and dry. If you're going to sign away your rights, make sure that, unionize or something. I don't know, student athletes, but you guys are in a catbird seat per se right now, and make sure that you capitalize on it. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, you came in with that energy. By the way, before we go to break, we're going to have a little trivia game here. By the way, the cover of MVP Baseball 06 NCAA Baseball was David Marleau. So David was on the cover of that. But here's where the trivia comes in, Brian Middleton. The last college basketball game made was NCAA Basketball 10. The cover athlete was from Oklahoma.
Blake Griffin.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I just know few
Wow.
Oklahoma players.
Wow.
And if he made the cover, I'm like, Blake Griffin.
Wow, that is well done. That is well done. Okay. I'm going to double down. Let's see if you can go 2 for 2. I can't imagine you will, but
I can't imagine either.
the last NCAA football game made was 2014.
Uh-huh.
The cover of that, I didn't even have to look this up. I know it because I still play it on 360 sometimes.
Oh, man, you got me.
He was from Michigan.
Is from Michigan. Oh, he played for the Jags.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. He had dreads. No shoelaces.
Yeah.
I know everything about him but his name. He was in the running for the Heisman.
Yeah.
What was his name?
No, you can get there. You can get there.
He was a quarterback. I don't remember his name.
You can get
I don't
there.
want to cheat. All I remember is that he didn't tie his shoes. And I was just like, how don't you break your ankles, sir?
You're not going to get there, are you?
I'm not.
Denard Robinson.
Denard Robinson.
That was well done, man. That was pretty good. You knew Denard, you just didn't know his name.
Yeah,
and
not
then
at all.
Blake Griffin immediately. I wouldn't have got that. By the way, the year before the game I remember was NCAA Basketball 09 with Kevin Love from UCLA.
Oh, Kevin Love had a cover. That's right.
Yeah, the covers on this are pretty wild. Durant, Kevin Love, Blake Griffin, Carmelo.
None of them got money.
Raymond Felton.
None of them was getting money.
Nah.
Not
Shane
a bit.
Battier. So the boys.
Oh, boy.
Kenyon Martin. So anyway, that's that. Brian Middleton came in with that. We like it. On the other side, we'll talk about the play-in a little bit, keep you updated on what's going on, and then we'll hand off to Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. So stick with us through the break. Action Sports Jacks Overtime, ESPN 690. We'll be right back. Here at ESPN 690, Brent and Austin have become addicted to sports cards.
Jamar Chase, season's greetings, autograph, 2 of 3. I'm banging, bang, 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 bang. Tony Montana, Tony Montana, bang.
That was our best moment.
Dude,
that was our moment.
Join the addiction weekdays from 3 to 6 right here on ESPN 690.
Now, the first alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening. Just an isolated shower, a rumble of thunder. Most spots are dry. Overnight, we drop down to the lower to mid-60s. Partly to mostly cloudy for Friday. Some inland afternoon showers and thunderstorms with an onshore wind developing. They press inland with time. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Garrett Biedenball.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. Don't miss the buy one, get one free on wedding band event going on now through April 24th.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with the Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
Napa know-how. At Napa, we've got more ways to keep you mobile with huge deals on Mobile One motor oil. Right now, get a 5-quart bottle of Mobile One synthetic motor oil for just $29.95. Or get $5 back when you buy a 5-quart bottle of any Mobile One motor oil and a Napa Platinum filter. So wherever you're going and whatever you're driving, Napa helps you stay mobile.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations, does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sales price not available in some states. Offer ends 4/30/2022.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done, and you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching your kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
As America's largest injury firm, we have advantages few others do. Our results and reputation are well known to the other side, and we have a track record of going toe-to-toe with them and winning big. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your case? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. One of the things we're most proud about is that we set up our firm so that your case gets lots of attention from a lot of people. Our technology and army of lawyers give us insight and oversight into every detail and every moment of your case. Paralegals, legal assistants, investigators, buildings with boxes of evidence. Every resource carefully designed to get you the most possible. And at Morgan & Morgan, we even have a dedicated team to make sure that your calls are returned that very same day. Injured? Dial pound law. That's pound 529. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Visit ForThePeople.com for an office near you.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done, and you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Brent Mortno from Action Sports Jacks. Did you know you can watch our radio show? Yeah, video of a radio show. Just search ESPN 690 Jacks on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Or follow me on Twitter at Brent A.S. Jacks. Watch the show live weekdays from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. or listen on ESPN 690.
Couple seconds to go here. Action Sports Jacks overtime on ESPN 690. Brian Middleton on the ones and twos. Casey Kurtz rocking with you. Keep you updated real quick on what's happened in the world today in sports that we might have missed for a little bit. Sammy Watkins to the Packers for some reason. The Seattle Mariners beat the White Sox 5-1. The Rays lose again to Oakland. Not a lot to say about that, but that's, 3 times they lost to Oakland. So disappointment has set in. By the way, in the NBA play-in, we know the situation for tomorrow night. We got the Hawks, we got the Cavs, and we got the Pelicans, and we got the Clippers, Brian Middleton. How do you feel about those matchups?
I feel good. Playoff P and Trae Young. They're going to take it.
Here we go. So you're really telling me you're about to pick the Clippers again?
I got to. They're due.
I didn't ask for any picks. I asked for nothing. I just said that's what we have, and you went ahead and gave me picks.
Well, don't worry.
Because we got a whole show tomorrow. Like, what are we going to do tomorrow?
I got a 20 minutes. I'm going to break down why playoff P is the reason.
All right, okay, whatever. Let's go to Scott Kornberg. He might have a better idea. Scott, we got to talk to you tomorrow as well, so maybe don't show your hand like Brian Middleton did, but we at least know what the matchups are going to be. How do you feel about them? Hawks and Cavs, and then Pelicans, Clippers.
I mean, they're pretty solid, as good as you can get for like an 8-9 seed, right? It's not going to get you like hyped up like conference finals. So, yeah, I mean, I'll watch it for sure. Also, I feel like, is Sammy Watkins the number one receiver with the Packers now?
Yeah, that's a great question, actually. He very well could be. It's one of those underwhelming signings, but then it's like, well, your Devontae Adams list, your MVS list, I believe. So, yeah, that's an interesting call. Scott, how would you feel if that was your number one receiver?
I wouldn't feel great. But Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback, so I'd feel a little bit better than that.
That is true. Scott, I'm stealing your time as it currently is, so just real quick, what do we got coming up tonight for the Jumbo Shrimp in Durham?
Game 3 of a 6-game series. So Jacksonville has hit a bunch so far this year. They have not really pitched well. They obviously gave up 10 runs, 4 homers yesterday, so hopefully they can get it going again on the mound. Jeff Lindgren, super good guy, is pitching today.
I like it. Scott, we'll be rocking with you all night right here on ESPN 690. That'll do it for us. Me and Brian are back tomorrow. Scott, it's yours the rest of the way. Have a great call.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. So a lot to talk about with the pitching matchup. We're going to hear from a new starting pitcher in the rotation as well. That's all coming up on Shrimp on Deck next on the Jumbo Shrimp Network, presented by FIS.
I kinda like you. Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is 15 minutes away. It's time for Shrimp on Deck, featuring interviews from inside the clubhouse, scores from around the International League, and the Miami Marlins organization, and a